This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's something you know makes you feel better that you aren't doing enough of? Maybe it's going on a morning walk, or reading a book, or calling a friend. Or maybe it's going to therapy. BetterHelp offers affordable online therapy on your schedule. Visit betterhelp.com/allies to give it a try.
Hello, welcome to the Easy Eyes podcast. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. This week, I am joined by Bradley Ellis.
Greetings.
Michael Huber.
Hello.
Isla Hink.
Hi.
On the desk.
Here I am.
And making it all happen in the control room, we got Don Casanova.
Howdy doody.
Gabby was not feeling well this week, so she's working from home today. And Damiani is still in the process of moving, getting all settled in.
Set up.
But he has safely arrived. We've been talking to him, so it's all good. Friends, we are here to talk about some of the biggest headlines in video games this week. Xbox is banning your controllers.
Ugh.
Max Payne is ready for production.
Hell yeah, it is 1 and 2 together.
And Brad's put some time into Persona 5 Tactica.
That's right.
But before we get started, we must answer for the mistakes we made in last week's episode. Don, begin corrections music, please.
Bong.
Don, the Batmobile never left Trail Out.
Yes.
It was introduced in last year's Halloween event and can still be played using the new random event spin the wheel Joker mode thing. Also, Harley Quinn has been added to the game now.
This is very exciting, Gled, but I gotta admit, I looked a little bit ahead of it when I was looking for files to download. I looked a little bit ahead on your notes. I saw this correction, did a little bit of research, gotta share an image with you real quick.
Okay.
So you see
No.
how real, how intense.
Whoa.
Intense. Whoops. Oh, whoops.
Whoa.
Whoops. Hold on. I've got to make it full screen before I share with chat.
That Joker fixed Oh my god.
What the hell are we looking at?
Yeah, what are we looking at? That looks
This
like a
is
Saints Row character.
This is the
character.
official. Look, this is on their X account, an official image released. Okay, Harley Quinn and the Joker.
That's Harley Quinn and that's the
In-game.
Joker.
Yes.
Okay.
Play Trail Out, please.
Play Trail Out.
It's very good.
Sure. I believe you.
Remember we were talking about the whole thing with the disc drive having to pair to the
Yes.
PS5?
Yes.
So this may not be a Sony decision.
Yeah, I heard about this later.
Yeah, the Blu-ray Disc Association by law requires that all Blu-ray drives be authenticated with a daughter board. This is not the first Sony console affected by this. You cannot replace only the Blu-ray drive of a PS4 Pro. You would need to replace both the drive and the motherboard it's married to. Otherwise, the system will not recognize
I
discs.
see. So it's a legal thing why they
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
copyright protection, crazy.
I see.
Ah,
Cool.
Huber,
Good Yo. correction.
daughter board.
What'd I do?
you were right.
Oh,
There is a new Shadow Man.
rarity.
Shadow Man Dark Legacy coming from Blowfish Studios. We
Sweet.
forgot. It was like, what, is there a new one?
There it is.
There was.
Sweet.
Shadow
Man, dude. Hell yeah.
Good job, Huber.
Hyped. Seems like a good time for a new Shadow Man.
Does it?
Yeah.
Will it not be buried in the cataclysmic wave of content?
We'll see how next year is.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Weather the storm.
Weather the storm, Shadow Man.
Just don't come out
Batten
in
the
February.
hatches, Shadow Man.
If you have a correction, leave it in the YouTube comments on either the public version or the patron version of this episode. Start with the word correction, so I know, so I can find it in search, and then leave a timestamp so I know what the heck we were talking about. End corrections music.
Boop.
All right, starting it off with a crazy one.
Yeah.
Xbox is banning third-party controllers.
Yeah.
Wholesale.
Not wholesale. They
Okay.
have to be approved.
Yeah.
They have to be
Licensed.
They have to pay Microsoft a fee, right?
Take that, Mad Cats.
So in the past week or so, people started getting error messages that beginning November 12th, certain third-party controllers would no longer function if they have not been approved and licensed by Microsoft. This is the quote from the error message. A connected accessory is not authorized. Using unauthorized accessories compromises your gaming experience. For this reason, the unauthorized accessory will be blocked from use on November 12th, 2023. For help returning it, check with the store it came from or contact the manufacturer. To see authorized accessories, go to www.xbox.com nonsense.
Dude.
Do you have a list of the authorized ones?
Some controllers have already stopped working.
I mean, it's just like they're telling you like contact the people that make that. It's like they're not gonna do anything. They're
Right.
not gonna give
Yeah.
you your money back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Some sources point to Microsoft. They are apparently expanding their program, approving more things to use their wireless protocol.
Oh.
Some more controllers will be able to do that. Like a lot of people have just been using like either they have to either wired or they use like a separate like wireless dongle. Yeah, and then they're saying that this is for performance, security, and safety, even though it hasn't been a problem to a huge degree in the past. And they reaffirmed that they will stop functioning as of the 12th. And they say that they're giving players time.
Yeah, 10
to
days.
replace or return them.
Like, imagine if you bought like an expensive fight stick or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
so
could,
this-
I could feel Phil saying that.
I don't even understand how it's legal. I mean, isn't it basically like it would be if a car manufacturer could program in their like car
Right.
central computer be like third-party parts won't be like
Right.
accepted or something?
You can't
Right.
use this brand of oil.
The
Like,
only
how is this not antitrust? Yeah, that's such a good point.
The only thing I can think of here is that it's like for online games, you know, so you can't use some like
It's for, like cheats and
turbo
stuff. Yeah.
button
Yeah.
and all that.
Sure.
So like maybe make it so you can't use them like online or something. Not like what does it matter
Right.
what controller I use for my single player video game?
Right.
Right.
Right. So this affects not only cheap standard controllers, which like a lot of people don't even realize they have a third-party controller. Just like they go to the store, they pick up an Xbox controller. It's like, oh, this one's $20 cheaper. I'll buy that.
Yeah,
Right.
because
I don't
controllers
need
are
Rumble or
expensive as hell.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it also potentially affects headsets, wheels, fight sticks.
Wheels?
Yeah.
Those are like $500.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Controllers made for accessibility, unique homegrown stuff like we see at Alt Control GDC.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to kill all of that.
Yeah. GamesIndustry.biz pointed out that this affects legacy products too. So they're saying like fight sticks that were licensed for the Xbox 360 don't have an Xbox Series X license. So now you got to go out and buy a new one.
Yeah.
How long until someone puts out like a spoofing intermediate that you plug into the Xbox?
People have talked about that kind
and
of
then
thing, yeah.
plug in your
Hopefully
controller to
quickly.
that and it spoofs it.
Yeah. They point to
We have 10 days to get into that business.
So they pointed out that accessibility devices that connect to the adaptive controllers, like the 3.5 millimeter and USB inputs on that, won't be affected. But that still requires somebody with an accessibility need to buy the adaptive controller in the
Right.
first place. And there's thousands of other controllers out there that like people have paid like $600+ for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then Max
Yeah.
chimed in on this. This is essentially a death sentence for local fighting game events that run on Xbox, much less others that can only afford one arcade stick. The Brook Gaming converters are not cheat devices. They are a huge boon to the FGC. Please reconsider.
Yeah.
Tagged Phil in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would definitely hurt if you were FGC.
This feels
and
like
Xbox.
it's going to get walked back.
I hope so.
I hope so.
What is their reasoning other than the boilerplate wording of it compromises your gaming
I think
experience?
that's it.
That's
yeah.
it.
What does that mean?
What
does that
I'm
mean?
What I'm
you brought up
curious
earlier,
about is
quite
what is
cheating.
their real reason?
And probably just marketing
licensing
and
fees.
licensing
Money,
fees.
yeah.
Yeah,
money.
licensing
Yeah.
fees, yeah.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Yeah, I don't
Super
like it.
annoying.
Yep.
It's like, why, dude? Like, why do that?
Especially this late in the game. Like,
Yeah.
it's been out. The console's been out for a while
Right.
now.
They pointed that out.
Yeah, we're
You know.
And this is
in.
actually
Yeah.
retro to
Yeah.
Xbox One as well.
Great.
Jeez.
It's
Yeah.
funny, I could see, like with them doing it just for maybe like regular gamepad, like cheap third-party gamepads. But when there are other companies that are making better quality fight sticks and wheels that are
Right.
available by Xbox, then why on earth would they box them out? It's not cool.
Especially when they're some of the like wheels and stuff are typically wired. You know,
Right.
and it's like they mention their wireless protocols or whatever. It's like this isn't even interfacing with that. Like, what do you care?
Yeah.
It's a USB device. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm really afraid others will follow suit too
Oh,
with this. I like hope Sony doesn't do this also, but I don't know. They don't make great decisions all the time either. So that makes me very concerned. I don't know. Maybe because they're more involved with the FGC, they won't as much, but maybe they will.
yeah. I mean, they own Evo.
They
now.
own Evo, so maybe they'll
Sony-
want to get their piece of the pie from that. I don't know. Or keep
Sony
control.
also loves an opportunity to dunk on Xbox, like handing
Yeah.
each other
Yeah.
used
Use
games.
anything you want.
They both
Yeah.
do, of course, but yeah, it's
So
very
I
concerning.
could see some Sony guy coming out with like a basket of controllers,
Yeah.
just like whatever.
Personally, this won't affect me, but I would be very upset if I spent a lot of money on something like which a lot of people have.
Right.
I would be very upset. I could not imagine spending hundreds of dollars on a fight stick or something and just being like, okay, it's useless now.
Right.
I'd just be like, well, I'm not
Bricked.
playing on Xbox ever again.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
that's like literally one of the reasons that like I've never super gotten into racing wheels.
Sure, yeah.
Because all of this licensing nonsense around them
Yeah.
makes it like so you have to have a different wheel for each console.
Yeah.
And then the next generation comes along and it's like, well, you need a new wheel again.
At least in terms of like, I don't know about wheels, but I've seen fight sticks where it's like it works on PC and PlayStation,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm
that's
hoping-
usually how it is.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
still,
Like
it is
the
concerning.
Logitech wheel, the driving wheel that we have
Yeah.
for the company is like PlayStation and PC.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like the cheating outcome of this or whatever from like Call of Duty or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's people that like cheat or whatever.
Yeah.
You take advantage of this, but
The beta
how big is
on-
that percentage? It's just like I don't know if it's worth it.
But it's
Yeah.
also just like, why tank so many? Like, the legitimate use case for this, I think, is probably way larger than a handful
Right.
of cheaters.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That seems
It's just
crazy.
you're losing goodwill by doing
Yeah,
this.
Yep.
it's the excuse so they can gouge for the licensing fee.
yeah, like if you're a parent and you're not even paying attention,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, like your 10-year-old is like, I can't play with with my brother or whatever,
And they
like
matched
what's wrong?
through the
Right,
message
right.
already, so that you'll never know why.
It's like all of a sudden the controller just doesn't
That's
work.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff where
Yeah.
people like don't come back to your ecosystem for
Yeah.
doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a direct attack on those people.
Yeah, it's just
you
like
know?
an
And
annoyance.
if you don't know, what if you just go out and buy another controller that doesn't
Right.
work?
Yeah, exactly.
And also, you've got 10 days to return your controllers or whatever.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
sure
what you
they'll
can
take it
return for money? Your Xbox.
That's true. You can't do that.
You'll probably get way
So,
more for that than a cheap
I guess
controller.
be careful for a little bit if you're considering buying a new piece of hardware or controller or something like that for Xbox. Gotta wait for those licensing fees or whatever it's going to happen.
You were saying this reeks of Phil. It reeks of just some like boardroom person
Oh,
just like
yeah.
looking at the numbers like, licensing controller fees. How many millions of dollars a month? Okay, let's do that.
Like some VP was reading the like Walt Disney biography. It was like licensing.
Yeah.
Where could we get that? Oh, yeah.
It's just wild to me that like they even have the technology to sniff this stuff out. That,
Yeah.
like they've got
It's crazy.
something in the firmware of the controllers to like
Right.
talk to the Xbox in a way that like
Yeah.
it knows this is a good controller and this is a bad controller. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
Especially the thing with it, like, if something is licensed for the Xbox One or whatever, not going forward, like, that's just stupid.
Right.
Yeah, and they tout their backwards compatibility on their
Right.
systems
Yeah.
too.
Right.
And they
All
often they often tout their accessibility. and
Accessibility,
everything. So
yep.
how on earth is that?
Play how you want to play, where you
Right,
want to
yeah,
play. They're all about
exactly.
that. Apparently not.
And can you buy can anyone get the accessibility controller? Or
Oh
do you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
have a
That's
need?
just you might just have to like buy it through like the Xbox store.
Oh, okay.
Like
But I mean, it sounds like that might be an intermediary, a very expensive intermediary.
right.
But
Yeah.
they produce their own spoof, so there
Yeah.
is a worker. But yeah,
Thanks, Phil.
jeez.
Yeah,
Good job,
appreciate
Phil.
that.
Liza
Appreciate that.
P, dude.
Yeah.
Lies of P.
Liza Phil.
Moving on to something more fun. We got some updates from Remedy.
Yay.
They just put out Alan Wake 2, but they also just put out their quarterly report. And while it's too soon for any kind of sales figures on Alan Wake 2,
Most successful launch of Remedy Entertainment history, obviously, every time.
they have a lot to say about what's upcoming, what's in the works, what's coming up next. Control 2 continues in the proof of concept stage. The plans for this sequel are ambitious, and we have seen good progress both in the designs and in the game build. We will
Jesse.
continue at this stage for the next few quarters. We focus on proving the identified key elements before moving to the next stage and scaling up the team.
That's awesome.
Coming along.
It is
to hear
also
it.
so funny that we know, like, not like know personally. Well, you've met him, but like, that these companies have figureheads, you know.
Right.
And like that other one, it's like I could see Phil saying that. I could not see Sam Lake saying, "We will continue working on this for the next few quarters." He doesn't do that kind of like corpo speech.
Corpo speech.
Condor, which is a code name, a cooperative multiplayer game, has progressed from the proof of concept to the production readiness stage. We have acquired valuable insights into developing service-based games and are now in a better position to create a game players can engage with for years.
Oh, no.
Now, this is the
Oh, no.
multiplayer control
thing.
spinoff.
Yeah. We've known about this for a while.
Four-player PvE.
Yeah, we've known about this for a while.
Just that language. Play for years.
That thing that you shared, I don't know if you put this in there later, but that tweet you shared about why Destiny 2 is good.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll probably
We'll get into that,
We're gonna
yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind right now, because it's like trying to make Destiny 2 in Control universe and monetizing it immediately. That ain't why Control or why Destiny 2 works, you know,
Right.
or worked.
In codename Vanguard, also project title, working title, I mean, we are defining the next stages of the project with our publishing partner, which is Tencent. At the same time, the project is aiming towards completing the proof of concept stage by the end of next year. So this is, like I said, this is in partnership with Tencent. This has previously been described as, quote, a new breed of social multiplayer Remedy experience.
Oh boy.
Free-to-play, co-op PvE shooter that combines Remedy's narrative experience and action gameplay into an immersive multiplayer experience.
What was the game I played?
Crossfire.
Yeah, Crossfire.
Yeah.
There it is.
That was for them also,
That was a
right?
disaster.
Yeah,
They
but
were hired
Crossfire was
guns on
weird
that.
because Crossfire was a multiplayer game
Yes,
that they
but
made a
then-
single-player game out of.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't as bad as everyone says it was. I played a lot of that game, and truly it was not the worst thing ever made. It just was nowhere near Remedy's level of quality.
Right.
I'm not saying it's a good game, but I'm not saying it was a complete train wreck.
Well, in the last few years have not had a great track record of games saying they want to do narrative multiplayer shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Remedy, I always get worried because they're doing so many projects.
Right.
But it's like, I don't know, Alan Wake 2 is great, so
Yeah.
I hope they can continue that.
Every single player game they've ever made is great.
Well, that Crossfire
Yeah.
thing is single player that they made, which is not great.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Yeah.
But I barely even like count that, you know? It was like almost like they're hired guns.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
They were
Exactly.
hired guns.
Hired guns
Yeah.
for
Store
this.
for hire.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
hired guns for all that.
Yeah.
There are two remedies.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
there's remedy and then there's remedy.
I have a
Doing
feeling
hired
that,
gun
like,
stuff.
Yeah.
the gap between quality on
Yeah.
Condor and Vanguard are going to be pretty
Oh, yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
When their heart is in it, you can tell.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake progressed into the production readiness stage.
Yes.
We have
So
gained
it's ready
clarity.
to begin production.
Yes.
We have gained clarity on the style and scope of the game. And we have an exceptionally well-organized team working on it. With these accomplishments,
What a
we are
dream.
excited about the project and its future success.
What a fucking dream come true. My God. Max Payne, truly one of the greatest games ever made in my eyes. Just, you know, had a huge impact, almost like we're feeling with Alan Wake 2 right now and Control, you know, a couple years ago. And I remember hearing that they're going to combine Max Payne 1 and 2. You know, Max Payne 3 was
Rockstar.
vibes, and then, but now just like, it honestly kind of reminds me of the Alan Wake 2 story, not the narrative story, but the story of like, we're coming back to this. We were away from this for so long, and now like it's coming home. Because Alan Wake 2 got canceled by Microsoft way back in the day, and we all know how that eventually turned out. So, just like for the longest time, I associated Remedy with Max Payne. Like that was their marquee game.
Yeah.
So, just excited to see what they do, how much they change it. How much they're gonna just change. Are they going to change the narrative? What are they going to change? What are they going to do?
Will they fold it into the Alan Wake-averse?
They said a while ago, recently, not even a while ago, recently, they said the Controlverse was just Control and Alan Wake and nothing else.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't expect any Max Payne, or I don't expect Max Payne and Alan Wake and Control to cross.
Yeah, I think it gets
They're
too
pretty
many.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Alan Wake finds some painkillers or
Yes,
something.
there's Easter eggs.
But,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Remedy is they're one of the few companies we know like everything they're doing. So many companies we have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
They're very
transparency.
secretive, but they're just like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Here's like 4 games we're making right now.
You hear the thing about Capcom? I didn't put this in.
No, what?
They say they have some giant new title coming before the
Didn't
end
we
of
know this,
Q4.
though?
Yeah.
Q4
But-
this year?
Yeah,
But it's
well,
like we're
meaning
getting-
fiscal year, which means end of March.
Yeah,
Mark.
it's like
Resident
we're
Evil,
getting
Code
close.
Veronica.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
they are
It's too early for that.
known for doing a trailer and then 3 months later the game comes out. So Game Awards, dude. Big
Yeah.
Capcom trailer,
Resident Evil.
baby.
I think it'd have to be like Monster Hunter.
I feel
right?
like it's Monster Hunter.
It's probably Monster
That'd be
Hunter.
sick.
I think it's too soon for Resident Evil. It hasn't even been a year yet.
They come out
But
pretty
they
damn
do.
quick.
They do. It's a
come out
well-oiled
pretty
machine.
damn
for sure.
Cranking.
I just feel like Monster Hunter's time maybe now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
And Monster Hunter is just going to sell infinite.
World 2, maybe.
Yeah, if it's World 2 or if they'll just do it.
World 2 would be a
very.
very good Game Awards announcement.
They've been riding the steam on freaking Rise forever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just back to Remedy real quick. I'm just so excited to see the storytelling of Max Payne because Remedy knows how to tell a story and it's always revolutionary. Like Max Payne's comic book panels. Like that was the sickest freaking thing ever. It was so unique. It was so new. Then with Quantum Break, they did live action. Then Control and Alan Wake. And just like the way they have built up the way that they tell their stories. Like, are we going to keep those comic book panels in Max Payne? Like, I can't imagine
There'll probably
them.
be some.
Yeah, I
Probably
can't
some.
imagine them as not being there.
There'll be live action too.
Yeah, so it's
for
like,
sure.
what?
It's Sam Lake, so they will.
Yeah.
FMV comic book panels, for sure. Like Sin City, dude. That would actually, if they lean into it like that, that'd be kind
Yeah.
of sick, actually.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So really excited to see how they tell the story and then just how they, how they handle bullet time. Bullet time was the most innovative thing like ever at the time. It was so cool. So I want to see how much they're going to change this while staying true to the game and the story.
Yeah.
I want to say, I do wish that they wrote their PR blurbs in a more Remedy style. Like that felt
decode it.
very well. It just felt very not them,
This is just
Very
it's
corporate
it's
side.
Very
the
corpo.
investor.
Yeah, it's a
no, I
different
know.
side.
Yeah, it's not for us.
This
but
came after a long chart full of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not for us, but yeah. The things for us,
Go Remedy.
have Alan Wake write them.
Seriously.
All right.
Max Payne narrate them.
It has been a rough year for layoffs.
Yeah, sure has.
But we got one of the roughest. Bungie, reportedly somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 people have been laid off, about 8% of their staff, which is 1,200 total. This goes across all departments. It includes community manager Liana Rupert, composer Michael Salvatore, who has been with the company since 1997.
Made some of
Whoa.
the greatest music of all time. Destiny's music is legendary. Are you kidding me right now?
I couldn't confirm this, but somebody in the Discord was saying that the woman that designed the Halo logo was among the layoffs.
Wow, a lot of old guard.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of this like very corporate nonsense of, oh, you've been working here the longest, and so you have a big salary. You're the first to go, kind of thing.
Yeah. I understand that, yeah.
Although there are also people that have been there, relatively recently, but yeah, just like totally just not counting their value and their experience and their contributions to the studios over all those decades.
just want to say real quick, in February of 2022 when this went down, Bungie leadership assures employees Sony deal will not result in layoffs or restructuring.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's been over a year.
This isn't a result, probably,
Yeah.
of that
this
merger.
is a year and a half later. Yeah.
It's a result of astounding profits. So they decided to fire everybody.
Right. We're getting into this stuff too. Pete Parsons allegedly told remaining employees that the company had kept, quote, the right people to continue work on Destiny 2,
That's
which is
offensive.
That's depressing.
pretty awful for everybody.
yeah. We
slap
got
in
rid of the
face.
troublemakers? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Ick.
Yeah. Bungie did take responsibility, again from reports, for the layoffs and said that they did not come down from Sony. So it was
Right,
a
'cause
Bungie
they
decision,
operate
not a Sony decision.
independently, pretty much.
Yeah. And yeah, as Heber pointed out, they had said that people have been repeatedly assured that there wouldn't be any layoffs.
Psych.
There's also a Sony quarterly report that claimed 1.2 billion was going explicitly towards staff retention.
Billion?
Yeah, I remember that.
billion.
Yeah, they paid to keep everybody on.
Yeah. But they had also just finished investing in a pricey new office building.
Get your swanky corner office, CEOs. Cool.
Yeah.
We should overthrow capitalism.
Fucking hell,
do you
seriously.
think?
Yeah.
Let's take it to the
Sign me up.
streets.
Sign me up.
Let's just go to the offices, smash all the
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It fucking depresses me to
Don't do
like
that.
hell.
Don't
I'm
do
so
that.
fucking depressed because we are getting the greatest video games of all time this year. I have been playing games my entire life since I was like 5 years old, and I have never seen a better year in this industry for quality. And that is because of developers, and they are being treated like trash, and they're being they're treated like they're disposable. And all I ever hear about is fastest selling game in the history of the franchise, highest selling game in the history of the franchise, highest reviewed game in the history of the franchise, record profits. And they're just cuts everywhere. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you. And it's just unacceptable, and something needs to change. I'm not smart enough to know what that change looks like, but it's fucking unacceptable.
Well, the change is you need owners and people who are in charge of everything that have their employees' backs. That's
Yeah.
what you need.
Yeah.
You need people that are willing to take a hit for the others.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo, right?
Nintendo
I feel
is one of them.
Nintendo
Yeah.
of Japan, well, apparently worldwide, they're pretty,
Yes.
anti-layoff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like one of the things we learned about Mario Wonder is like 4 of the 5 people that made Super Mario Brothers worked on Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Mm-hmm. And the 5th is still at Nintendo too, it seems. Like, they just didn't work on that game.
Yeah. They delayed stuff too. Their expansion got delayed.
Yeah.
Till later.
Yeah, I haven't wrapped up all of my notes. We've still got more to go. So yeah, apparently this happened because Destiny 2 failed to hit income targets. 2 weeks ago, staff were told they were projected to miss revenue targets by 45%.
Your targets are too damn high.
Yeah, your targets are too.
Matt Piscatella from Circana, who does our
this
sales
is good.
report.
This is
Yeah.
good. This is a good one.
According to Circana's player engagement tracker in September, Destiny 2 was among the top 20 titles in monthly active users across Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox ecosystems.
Oh, I thought that was just Steam. They had everything? Fuck.
Top 20.
It's even
If
more
you're-
damning.
There's a million games. Top
It's even
20.
more damning.
He says, if your game has some of the best engagement in the industry and you miss the forecast by the amount reported, that perhaps expectations were highly unrealistic to begin with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, like, the fact that Destiny Goddamn 2 is still in the top 20 in
Yeah.
2023,
yeah.
where there's like 50 games
Yeah.
that are incredible coming out every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, Destiny's not a cheap game either.
No.
And I think a lot of it is because it's super. The pricing model is insane.
It's
Yeah.
so
I feel
expensive
like-
to play Destiny.
I
It
feel
is
like
insane.
to have to feel like you're having a good Destiny experience, you have to pay $100.
Yeah.
You have to buy like the super.
A
I mean,
lot.
it's literally it's literally a monthly subscription.
It's a very
fee.
expensive game.
No,
Yeah.
but it's a monthly subscription fee. They just spread it out so that you don't realize. You feel like, oh, I'm buying the
Like,
expansion
they
for
do
$50.
expansion
But
every
if you
year,
spread it out,
yeah.
it's $12 a month or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like
Whatever
it's
it would come
riddled
to.
with like really bad microtransactions.
Yes.
And like that's
Oh,
kind of stuff that
yeah.
makes me not want to play your game when it's like such a hassle and
Yeah.
feels like so expensive compared to other games, even
Yeah.
in the same market, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
and
one thing.
games-
There's one thing for it to be as expensive as it is, and then you throw the microtransactions on top of that too. All the cosmetics
and
shit,
a year
which is
or
optional,
two,
but still.
a year or two later, the expansion you bought for $50
is
back
phased
then
out. It's
is
just gone.
phased out. You
Yeah.
can't even do it anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't own that. It's literally a
Yeah, you're renting
subscription.
it. Yeah.
Like it's a little nuts. And,
And-
like I love Destiny. I think the shooting
Yeah.
feels maybe the best of,
It's
of
the
a
best.
first-person
It's
shooter.
the best console shooting, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's yes, exactly. Good
With a
distinction.
controller,
But,
I mean.
Yeah. Well, and I play with a mouse, and I think the
Yeah.
shooting is
yeah,
really
it's
good.
excellent.
But like, gosh darn it.
And this new expansion wasn't received so hot, was it?
This expansion is a bummer for sure.
Which one was the most
Light-
recent one?
Lightfall.
Lightfall?
Definitely.
Okay, yeah.
I am a casually hardcore casual.
I jumped in with
Yeah.
you and like I played for one day and I was like, this
Yeah.
is not what I wanted.
I play every expansion to completion. I'm the most invested casual you can be in Destiny. You know, I'm not playing now, of course, but this expansion definitely didn't have the legs. It didn't have the story. It was just kind of filler. They didn't add much with the powers and everything.
Which is crazy because it was marketed as like a complete paradigm shift. It was just weird. But
And then now the final shape is dubbed as like the end of the Darkseeker saga, the end of the Infinity Saga, however you want to look at it. It's like the end of an era coming
Traveler,
up.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. And as Brad mentioned, they said that has been internally delayed from February until June of next year.
Yes.
And Marathon has been pushed back
Yes,
to
that's
2025.
not all. Yes, Marathon's
Right.
also being delayed. This really reminds me of World of Warcraft Blood. This whole scenario with like Destiny itself. It used to be like the top. Everyone loved it, but as time is going on, people are just turning
Yeah.
against it as it's going.
Yep.
And like with WoW now, the state of WoW, like where people's heads at is with Classic. People don't even like care about the main game anymore.
Really?
Which is like
classic
sad.
and
Yeah.
hardcore
That's
for sure.
That's what like
Crazy.
everyone plays now. If you go on Twitch, it's
Yeah.
like what everyone's playing. It's very sad.
yeah.
So I hope
mean,
they can
I-
turn it around. But like,
that game is so old that it is just a nostalgia thing now. It's
yeah.
like, yeah.
Because the Destiny community is famously doom and gloom, and you know they love it, and they're also annoyed at all times. It's like, but
My friend Jack, who loves Destiny,
Yeah.
I play with him. He always described it as, I gotta go do my chores. And he would like jump into Destiny too.
yes, and even by those standards, this expansion, the newest one, has really just turned.
people are probably just
people
not
are really
playing
fed
anymore.
up. People are fed up. People
I
are
think
just
they're
Or it sounds like they're playing, but they're not buying as much.
Well, I mean,
hate
yeah,
playing.
they're the 20th like an engagement, but it's
Yeah.
just like that could be a lot less
Yeah.
than it used to be or whatever because you're probably losing players.
And a lot of people, like, you know, similar to the MCU, a lot of players, the sentiment is, well, I got to play the final shape and then I'm probably out, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I got to commit. I'm this deep. I'm years deep into this. I need to see how at least it all plays out and then I'm done. You know, the other sentiment is not Bungie anymore, you know, like World of Warcraft, not Blizzard anymore. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is not the Bungie we know and love, like final shape and that's it, I'm out.
Yeah, this really concerns me, Blood, also because they've had a hand in like monitoring Sony's or
Right.
PlayStation's like live service games like factions and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah, is this
are
the
you
one
guys wrong about stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about that a minute ago where it's like bad PR optics timing. Like if people are blaming you for killing factions, which I don't think is exactly what happened, but like, and then to fire so many people, you know, is like, I don't know, weird.
It's not
optics
good.
Play,
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
are you really the gatekeepers of what makes a,
Yeah,
a
when you-
successful live service game?
Exactly. When
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you're maybe not doing so great on your own, but you're the one judging all the other games. Yeah, it's very concerning.
yeah.
Very concerning. So I hope they sort that out.
One to that other tweet that you had. Were you
Yeah.
gonna say about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tweet. I don't know the guy that well. I've just seen
Yeah.
stuff retweeted here and there. But yeah, they were saying essentially that, like, yeah, like, everything rides on the goodwill of Halo and how good the shooting is.
Yes.
Like people aren't.
They're a legacy
into that.
company, and the
Exactly.
shooting
Everyone's
is really good.
invested already.
Yeah.
And so it's like if Bungie's going around and they're being a like an expert witness or whatever about how to do a good live service game, that's not what they're successful at. Like, has Destiny 2 been pretty successful at that? Yeah, but it's because of those other elements. It's not because they do
And they
live
started
service.
out as a box game.
Yeah.
Right,
Everyone got
exactly.
invested as a box game.
It started off
Yeah.
as a game. And so it's like, yeah, they're not geniuses at live service games. They're geniuses at shooting.
Yeah, making good shooters.
Yeah.
Or they used to be, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goodwill will only get you so far and last so long, also. So they got to be really careful with that. Because, like, Blizzard had, like, look at Mike. Mike,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hates Blizzard.
Yeah, I grew up with Blizzard, and now it's just like BlizzCon is tomorrow, and I just keep Brad, I'm like, wait, it's Friday?
Yeah,
like,
I've said
wait,
that to him, like,
BlizzCon
5 times.
Wait, BlizzCon is Friday?
BlizzCon
because
is
there's nothing to be excited about.
20 hours?
Yeah.
Right.
Even less?
Yeah.
Something about Warcraft. is
New WoW
happening.
expansion.
New WoW expansion, new classic
Something,
content.
some stuff. We'll see. But
Look at him.
New
care.
Hearthstone packs.
maybe that survival game.
Some mobile shit. Some new battle pass.
Some new battle pass.
Some
yeah.
new thing for Diablo
Some
Immortal.
some like fucking Captain Price in Overwatch. Like, God.
Captain Price.
Who's Captain Price?
He's from
Call of Duty. No,
yeah.
they'll go. All the Warcraft characters will go in the battle royale, the Call of Duty one.
Warzone?
Yeah, and they're gonna look
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah.
so weird in Warzone.
Yeah,
Everywhere,
they're
like
so weird.
It just doesn't translate as well as Fortnite, you know?
Right.
Because it's more like realistic
Yeah.
looking, I guess. It just looks weird.
The cartoon
Like
style
Lilith walking around with an AK-47 is so weird.
She's probably not even she's probably not even animated correctly, right?
It's just it's
you
like
don't like
whoa.
animate a gigantic demon. woman.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think
I
she's
mean,
like
is
you
she
would a
even to
soldier.
scale?
I don't think she's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, she should be like 2 or 3 times bigger than the people.
And it's just like, I know, like, what makes, because am I biased because of my investment in Fortnite? Like, what makes Fortnite so chill to me is that it's fully free to play 100%, and you pay $10 every couple months and you get your battle pass, and it's as simple as that.
Sure. But they just laid off a bunch of people too. So,
Yes,
like,
yes,
I don't
of
know.
course, which is fucking trash. Yes, but I'm just thinking about, like, I always just think about live service games compared to single player games, and I know this is a business and it's always about money, but it just seems like with single player games, the goal is to make the best possible game you can make, full stop, whereas all these multiplayer games and live service games are like, how can we keep them addicted forever?
Yeah.
How can we nickel and dime them? How can we charge them forever? You know?
Well, it's just like, I mean, it's the same as with the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Were you good?
No,
it's the same as with these, like the writer strikes and the actor strikes, where it's like the amount that it would cost to keep these employees is like a tiny percentage of, I mean, I don't have the numbers, but like CEOs and the C-suite have been so overvalued that like evening out their pay would allow you to keep probably most of these employees, or like at least some,
Yeah.
And it's just like they're so bloated. Their pay rates up top is just so weird. And it's like, what are they really doing? Is like jetting around, making, having meetings with people, like sealing deals. Like, yeah, that's important, but is it more important than the people who make the games that you sell? Like, probably not. You ink these deals, but then the deals have to get made.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your job should be to support those people.
Right.
Your job should
Right.
support your
Blood.
talent.
Yes.
It's like you have nothing if you don't have the talent. You don't have the person that
Right.
made that music. You don't have
Yeah.
the person that made that logo. What have you got?
Right. And it's like, if humanity were perfect, communism would work. But like, if you and we can't expect everyone to be like that one CEO guy where everyone at his company makes 70 grand, even him, and they pooled together and bought him a car because like whatever, like not everyone's gonna be like that. But like, if the CEO is getting paid like multiple times more than
Yeah.
everyone else, like maybe the priority should be reevaluating that. You know?
Preach it.
Yes, ideally, yes.
Ideally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But
We're
when
not
they're
going to
in-
fix the system
we're
on a
in-
podcast.
When they're
Yeah.
in control, it's like
No, yeah.
yeah,
No.
it's a damn shame.
I'm just whistling Dixie over here.
We got Isla versus the CEOs,
Yes.
Fever versus the shareholders.
Yes,
Take them out.
We gotta find our own.
Be against the CEOs, not the shareholders.
Hey, I was reading about Disney Plus, all that stuff. That was for the stocks. That was for the shareholders.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
All right.
All that cataclysmic wave of mediocre content.
Yeah.
Jack the stocks up.
Yeah. Well, and I mean,
we're
the
paying
whole,
the price.
The markets are all driven by like insanity and fear, so it's
Yeah.
all just like it's all pretend. All systems of humanity are based on lies and like
Yeah.
assumptions.
Blood. The only thing I hope that's positive
Alan
that
Wake
comes
2,
out of
baby.
this
Alan Wake 2.
I'll wait too.
The only thing I hope is that's positive about this
Get out
is
there.
Talos Principle 2, yes.
There it
is
is.
since they delayed these games, hopefully that's a quality control check also on this.
Yeah.
Of them and like, yo, we can't mess this up kind of thing. We really got to stick this next landing about it. Because, yeah, you can only have so many duds in a row before people start leaving.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that really sucks about firing like the composer, right? They're still going to keep using his motifs. They're
Yeah.
going to keep using his themes and like they're going to keep using the Halo logo. It's like that's the shitty thing about like not valuing the talent themselves. They become property. They become part of the IP and that's just such a drag.
Yeah.
Like it's dehumanizing.
It's so dehumanizing. You're such a good way to put it, Isla. Jeez.
Yeah. It's like that guy might have come up with some sick ass new melodies,
Oh my god,
you know,
all his
but
music
no,
is so good.
they'll just reuse his old shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Marty O'Donnell, they got
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Marty,
yeah.
years ago.
Years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We got more news to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Henson shaving, dude. Seriously, these razors are my favorite razors I've ever used. No matter what part of your body you're shaving, they work really, really well. They're very well engineered, made out of solid stuff. Solid but lightweight, like impossible, beautiful materials. Rounded edges, I don't scratch myself with the edges. It's very, very nice, and I've used a lot of these kinds of razors, like the old school, razor blade razors to shave. I've used those for years, and this is my favorite kind, no doubt about it. And Henson Shaving, they're so good. They're a family-owned aerospace parts manufacturer, which I love. They've made parts for the International Space Station and Mars rover, and they bring that precision to the shaving. You can definitely tell the blades don't wobble. They're really kind of in there really tight. They're not out really far. They use aerospace grade CNC machines to make metal razors extend only 0.0013 inches, which is less than the thickness of a human hair, which means that it won't mess you up. It doesn't get clogged up. I've used ones like this that get all goopy and hairy and weird. These don't do that, in my experience. Seriously, these are the best razors I have ever used. And it's not like a subscription or plastic or anything, not proprietary blades or anything like that. You can just use them, and they're really affordable and really solid and really well made. They're very, very good. The shaves are smooth and easy and fun. Fun? Sure, it's fun. I don't hate shaving with this thing, which, is great. It's time to say no to subscriptions and yes to a razor that'll last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/allies to pick the razor for you and use the code ALLIES, ALLIES, as you may know, and you'll get 2 years worth of blades free with your razor. Just make sure to add them to your cart. Add those blades. That's 100 free blades when you head to hensonshaving.com/allies and use code ALLIES. No relation to the Muppets, to my knowledge, but really good shaves. Check it out.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, thank you. All right, let's cool off. Fun time.
Yeah, I just want to cool off.
Every month, our Discord votes on top 10.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is a good one. I'm hyped.
And this month,
Alan Wake 2 is a little late to make this list probably, though, but it should be there. That's a good one.
top 10 game over screens.
Ooh.
Alan Wake 2 is alarming.
I'm gonna put these out there if you
Scariest
can
part of the
remember what they are to describe them because we don't have the visuals.
Symphony of the Night
with
better
us.
be a top
But,
10.
I play on hard. I die a lot.
We've got 3 tied for 9th.
Okay.
Majora's Mask.
Oh, the moon?
The moon.
That's like just
Yeah.
one game over, though. I guess that's like...
What does it show it hitting? Or
Yeah,
what?
it does.
Oh,
That's-
funny.
But like when you just die or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Something
remember
special.
when you die.
They're probably referencing the moon.
But I think
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
the
yeah,
moon.
that's
Yeah,
like the fail. Yeah.
The Last of Us.
Oh my god, yeah. Which one though? There's so many good ones. I mean, a gunshot to the head. You're just like, "Meow," and my favorite is it the bloater specifically?
I don't know.
The bloater's the best.
All I got's a list of names.
I mean,
Okay.
I do think like
Good one though.
because the
Last of
game
Us.
over screen is really just the like and then the
Yeah.
cut to black.
Yeah.
Like that is a great like death sound.
Yes,
and, like
such a good
it's like
sound.
very satisfying and like timed really well when it's
Yeah.
just like
Especially when you hear like Ellie,
yeah.
Joel.
Metal Gear is gonna be one, right?
Headphones users, it sounded just as loud in here, so our apologies. Brad, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm like floating up in the heart above him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8, Resident Evil Remake.
Remake number 8.
Oh, remake. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What happens in that
Fair
one?
place. Just like munching on you.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, Chrono Trigger.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what the
I don't
game over
remember
screen
that
is
one.
Same,
for
I don't
this,
remember.
though. Do you remember what it is?
I don't.
It's been a
I
thousand
don't remember.
years
It's been a while. I can't remember. Probably some sad music.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they probably have like all the screenshots and stuff in the
Yeah.
Discord, so definitely go back and look at this. This one you should remember though. Huber, number 6, Grand Theft Auto series.
Oh, sure, dude.
Oh,
Wasted.
Yeah, wasted.
Classic, dude.
And like the slow mo too. You're
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
good.
super good.
Wasted.
And especially too, just like the context of each of those, like, you know, you're on a gnarly high speed chase, you're just fighting for your life, and then just like, I'm gonna make it, no, wasted.
Yeah. It always in GTA there's
Yeah.
always that like feeling of hope till
I'm
the
gonna get
end,
there.
and then you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to turn that corner
Yeah.
right before
Yeah.
you turn it.
Chrono Trigger's the image of the planet with the "but the future refused to change."
Got it.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
Damn, heavy.
Yep. Number 5, Duck Hunt. Got in there.
Duck Hunt. That's
I think
funny.
it's the
dude.
laughing
The dog
dog
laughing
that
at
they're
you.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
funny.
that's a classic.
Great pick.
Early days.
Inspired pick.
Yeah, I'm
patrons.
proud of you.
Yeah.
4, just all of the Soulsborne series.
Oh, you died?
You
Died.
died.
Yeah,
Of
you
course,
can't beat
classic.
You died. Except for
Prey
which one?
slaughtered is
That's for bosses.
for a kill. But
That's-
what is the
yeah.
Bloodborne when you die? You died?
I think it's just you
says
died.
you died.
Okay.
Yeah, I think most of them just say you died.
Okay.
Was it Dino Crisis that just says died?
Yeah.
I think it's Dino.
Yeah, like Resident Evil does like a you are.
It
dead
says
as
like
well,
you are
yeah.
dead.
are
Yeah.
dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's all of them, but
Yeah, I think that's one.
One of them, the like blood drips time.
yeah. Number 3,
I don't die in Resident Evil.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Never seen it.
Same.
Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh my god, they taunt you. It's incredible. Just some casual.
yeah, they walk over you.
Yeah, some casual thug kills Batman. Like, Batman? I thought you were better than this, man. And then like Joker and stuff, if you die in a boss, or like Two-Face will come up and just be like, gotcha, Bat. Like, really cool.
I love when they talk about pulling off the mask and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Do they ever? Like
They never
actually?
pull it off.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually,
But they,
but
like,
they talk
tease it.
They're gonna do it.
Let's see who's under there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Another great oldie, Oregon Trail.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to remember what it looks like though.
I mean, I can definitely remember gravestones of people
Yes.
or whatever,
Yeah, it's just
but I
like-
don't know like if everybody dies, I don't
Right.
remember what the actual game over is.
Yeah. Like I remember like Susie died of cholera or whatever,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And this is 1985
Okay.
version.
Okay.
Specifically
Yeah.
the
I really
Apple.
liked the Oregon Trail 2 in the 90s. That's like peak Oregon Trail for me. I'm obsessed.
Oh, interesting.
Also, the Yukon Trail is a 10 out of 10. You would get to the place and you would get to like do the mini game mining for gold.
Oh, funny.
So cool.
Dude, fording the river at the end was always so intense as a
So
kid.
intense.
On an
Yeah.
Apple IIe,
Oh,
and just
yeah.
like, ah!
Yeah, we didn't even have a mouse back then.
No, yeah.
And then number 1. Any guesses?
Symphony of the Night, right?
I hope it's Symphony of the Night, but then it's got to be Snake.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
there
Metal
it
Gear,
is.
Metal Gear.
Gear
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh man,
there it
Symphony of
is.
the Night didn't make
Symphony of the
it.
Night didn't make it, you
like
chose?
Yeah, what number is that, Blood?
The evening, the night is
see.
young. Let us go out this evening for pleasure. I mean, that's
So
number
epic.
one. That's number
Oh
one
yeah,
for sure.
like Alucard like spins when he's like
Yeah.
spins and
Was it 22?
You fuckers!
Wow.
Patreon.com/GGS.
jeez. Could we hear the rest, Blood?
Maybe they haven't played
There's
Symphony of the
usually
Night
too
in a
many, but
while.
yeah, maybe we'll just run them down real
Symphony
quick.
of the Night
The next 10.
Yeah.
is like you're reading Tolstoy.
It's
You
it's
gotta settle into it.
Oh, I love it so much.
It takes a long time to load back in, though.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. But
Symphony of the Night, no joke.
12 just outside Zelda 2.
Oh, the Ganon one.
Ganon, yeah.
Oh, classic.
13 was Hades.
oh, sure. If you like Hades, why don't you like Symphony of the Night? He does the exact same blood shit.
Recency
And
bias.
then there's a better song and a better message at the bottom of the screen
Cooler
and a
picture.
fucking cow skull. Yeah, the picture's sick. Oh,
Damn.
recency bias. Recency
Street
bias.
Fighter 2, I think just with your face all
Oh,
moved up.
yeah. That's good.
That is really good. Just the
there's a
countdown
counter.
is so
Yeah.
menacing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
So many good arcade menacing countdowns.
Yeah.
You're fumbling for your quarters.
Fumbling, yeah, put it in. I gotta get it. It's so right on. Oh my god.
MGS3 with the time paradox.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
If you like kill Ocelot
Special,
or
yeah, that's a special
whatever the
one.
hell.
I like that.
GoldenEye.
oh yeah, the
Yeah.
blood coming
Oh,
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
the-
the screen, like, yeah.
Classic.
yeah.
I can't picture this, but Katamari.
Can't picture it.
How do you
can't
lose?
You just run out of time.
Yeah.
Does the King of Cosmos like
probably,
suck
like-
everything up? Probably.
Probably yells at you
I
or
don't
something.
remember.
Yeah.
Tetris. Just
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Sure,
really good.
that's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country. Remember when they're all bandaged up and stuff too on the game over screen?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, those are sick, dude.
Persona 5. And then I've got no context for Sega Rally Championship.
No
In the
context.
arcade, 1994.
What a whoever put that, you are a psycho,
high.
and I
15
love you.
votes.
That is-
15 votes on that.
Was
15 of you are
Did
professionals.
Beat Down Brian put that on there, dude? Sounds like
Yeah,
something he
yeah.
put on there.
Yeah. And then there's like another 30 of them or something here.
What's dead last? What just made it?
Just
It's
made
always
it.
one vote. It's
Neo.
Oh, Neo.
One vote on Neo.
One vote on Neo. All right.
What's the game over on Neo?
I don't remember.
2 votes on Guitaro Man.
Nice.
Oh man. Cool list.
Great
Good list, chat.
I like it.
Or patrons.
Yeah. So if you want to get involved in the next one on our Discord, that's for our patrons at the $5 and up level. They're going to start the next one on November 8th, which is when they're going to tape submissions for the top 10 dysfunctional video game families.
Oh, that's
Bakers.
funny.
Here come the
Yeah, the
bakers.
bakers.
Here come the bakers.
Don't forget Maniac Mansion.
Oh yeah.
That's a dysfunctional family right there.
Would Drake's family
Edna,
count?
I'm gonna tie you to the bed.
oh
Oh,
jeez.
good heavens, blood.
And then the uncle's got like Edna's phone number written on the shower. It's
Oh
like
my
for
God.
a good time, call
Oh
Edna.
no.
Does one need a child to be a family, or can it just be a couple? What's the distinction there?
Yeah.
Probably more than a couple.
What about the family you
Probably
designed?
Three.
There has to be at least 3 family members.
I agree.
think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll have rules. We can't control the rules of their
Three people
insane
minimum.
top tens. Mommy's sorry she yelled at you, patron. Symphony of the Night, though. Check it out. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's all right. I love it.
All
Outer
right.
Wilds has some good endings, too.
All right, bringing it back down.
Pew.
We're going to talk about
Let's get sad
games.
again.
This is a
I don't wanna
real
get sad
fucking
again.
saw wave of a podcast here, Bless.
This will be
Jigsaw
kind of
here.
fun, though. Silent Hill Ascension.
Oh, no! This is hilarious. This is great.
Isla and I have quote-unquote played this.
I'm not sure anyone has played this. I'm not sure the people who made this.
I just want to say the last couple
Played
times
this.
I've been to a casino, there are just Konami machines everywhere.
the Castlevania
That
ones?
is, I have not seen it.
Shit.
But that is who
Play it.
Konami is.
If they haven't, play it. I mean, they've had those in Japan for so long.
So
Yeah.
Isla played this on night one.
I
Played.
watched it. Yeah.
Played.
I caught up on it last night after.
Okay, so you
it
might have
was
seen an
live.
episode or two more than me,
Yeah.
but like
They're doing
All
like
right.
3 chapters per day, it seems.
it's daily at 6 p.m. our
Yeah.
time.
I just want to thank everyone who supports single player games. That is, I just want to get that out there.
Listen,
because
listen.
this shit is just tapping into
Listen.
the live service vibe and just nickel
Hey, they
and
got
diming.
games coming at least.
Listen.
At least.
This is trash. This is flaming
This
gutter
is
horrible trash.
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Predatory game.
It doesn't work. It's predatory. We'll get into it. But
Further damaging the brand.
oh God, yeah. The horse is dead. There
Kicking
are
a corpse,
infinite
yeah.
nails in the coffin, and they're set on fire somehow. But like, I still want something like this to work. I don't want it to be monetized like this, if at all. I don't want it to be so shitty, obviously. But like, the idea of like appointment TV, but a game. That's a cool idea.
like as good as a Dark Pictures.
Every day is insane.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be like weekly at most.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like if Dark Pictures tried this where it was like these 3 nights, that would be a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like an hour a night for 3 nights.
Yeah.
And everybody plays. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
And like that could work, right? And even giving these guys the benefit of the doubt on this thing, like the idea of having an avatar that you could maybe win a lottery.
Show the avatar. John.
This is the most generic. Like, who is this
Listen.
character?
The idea of having an avatar that,
just a man.
that can win
Silent
a
Hill,
lottery
people.
to get into the show. Your avatar could theoretically be into the show. That idea is great. In practice, I have remade my avatar 5 times because every time I go to the website, it loses it.
Great.
Also, I bought the founders pack.
Yeah, show this
You
sound
fool!
effect. Show-
Just for the laws,
research purposes,
for the laws, and for
for the
research purposes.
stream.
Like it's my
That's
job.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
reacting to this shit is my job. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll spend fucking $20.
Yeah.
Whatever. It lost my purchase. Doesn't think I bought it. Something's fucked up. Like I don't know.
Sounds great.
So they have literally stolen $20 from me.
Well, they say that you can contact them to.
I mean, I need to
get it sorted
yeah,
out.
I need to.
Whether you want it, yeah.
But like the way that it like technologically like I expected it to have problems on night 1.
Yeah.
I booked loaded it up. It reset to the tutorial video, which I had already seen, but Kind of Funny, who had been paid, I assume, to do an
yeah.
intro
Yeah, it
like
was they were
stream.
sponsored,
Yeah,
yeah.
sponsored to do an intro stream. The audio from that was playing under the tutorial video, so I was trying to watch both at the same time, like listen to
Oh my
to
gosh.
the tutorial like first episode while Greg and Tim are like trying to be enthusiastic about this horrible thing underneath it. So like just technologically ridiculous, and then you go into it, and right when it went live, mine like crashed out. So I missed the first part of the episode. And then after it was done, it wasn't loaded into the catch up on the episodes thing yet. So
Oh,
I
gosh.
assume it's in there now, but like it wasn't there. So I couldn't watch what I missed. So I didn't know what to vote on. You have 3 days to vote on stuff.
Well, no, here's the thing. The days to vote on stuff, it varies apparently
It varies
based
by the
on
choice.
when that decision is going to have an
Yeah,
impact.
yeah.
Because there's stuff that had already passed when I went to check, but then there was stuff that was like isn't going to happen until like 3 days from now, but then there were choices after that where like it's going to happen like today.
Yeah.
So
They-
it's all over the place by how much time you
They
have to
said
vote.
for the they said for the big choices you'll have at least 24 hours
yeah.
generally. That's
Yeah.
what they said.
Don, show the other screenshots I have. These ridiculous character creators Because, yeah.
They're awful.
This was my default. This is what I was loaded in
Good
as.
Lord.
But like
default.
making a character is no better. It's like
Yeah.
you can choose from 5 or 10 faces.
Yeah, and then show the other one because I was like going back and forth between the male and female options, which were hilarious because it was like the old man character. And I just wound up with this guy. Like, I told Isla, like, I don't think this person has a race or a gender. Like, it's just all of them mashed into one body.
It's all things.
The
to all
neck is
people.
insanely wide compared to his head.
Yeah,
like, what?
dude.
Wide
What?
neck. Yeah, wide neck.
That's a big neck. The
Overly ruffled shirt.
for listeners, his neck is wider than his head,
Yeah.
ever so slightly.
Yeah. And he's wearing this, like, purple plaid shirt, which
Which-
was like one of 3
In
options.
bad need of a steaming that shirt.
I
I'll say.
didn't catch the jackets, but the jackets just sort of like float above his shoulders.
They're very
they don't
big,
really
yeah.
connect very well to his body.
well, and the battle pass, founders,
Battle pass.
Yeah.
A battle.
the founders
I
pack.
thought you were
believe it.
kidding. I saw
No.
the Slack message like, what's the deal with this battle pass? And I was like, there's a battle pass in this? How is that even possible?
It's called the founders pack,
Yeah.
but it's just like shitty looking like weird hair, and the only emotes are all facepalm emotes for each of the characters, and it's like every 10 levels you get a new facepalm emote of a different character. And I was joking on stream, I'm like, it's like they know this is going to be the only emote you're going to want to use,
Yeah.
because everything is insane.
Everything's bad.
And
Well,
we
did
haven't
you
even
have the-
talked about what the game is.
yeah,
yet.
did you
let's
even
get
have the
into it.
chat up or anything like that?
I
I did not look at that.
I was
stuff.
streaming.
Right.
I checked on the chat and saw 3 slurs and
Yeah.
closed it immediately.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You don't leave that open.
no.
Yeah.
It was incredibly
Toxic.
Yeah,
chat.
of course.
I saw a few homophobic slurs, and I was just like, okay, out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck that.
Don, go ahead and roll the trailer so people get some context. So this is basically you watch these Silent Hill videos and then you vote. And I want to know how that went when it was live, because for me it was just like watching the videos and then like finding where the decisions were later.
It was complete insanity. So
Okay.
as I said, mine freaked out and I reloaded, and then I was sitting on a black screen for a minute, but I could hear characters like screaming, and I was like, okay, things are happening. And the chat was like, other streamers are seeing it. So I refreshed again, losing my character and my battle pass for the second time. And then it was playing, and I caught up because I was watching live, so I caught up. Also, like, the watch live button is like tiny, so it's like you'd think that would be the biggest element.
Right.
But it was very small. And watching live, it kind of just, and you don't know how long it's going to be. You don't know what you're getting into. And it played, I assume because it was the opening night, it was introducing us to each of the kind of main characters that are starting out.
Right now it looks like there's like an A plot and a B plot. So you have this one thing that's like in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania somewhere, where there's like this organization called the Foundation.
It's the cult from it's kind of interesting. Like some of the one of the player characters, Rachel, is in what I presume is the cult, or meant to resemble the cult, But they have names for certain entities, and they know about them, and like they intend to have them come,
And then the other story
is
this
Carl on a farmhouse.
family in Norway
Carl on a farmhouse.
that has like seemingly no connection at this point,
Except for they're being tormented by.
Yeah, they're being tormented by stuff.
And the mom calls the dad a very bad word in Norwegian. It's equivalent to like the C word in English. So it kind of just played 4 or 5 little kind of like 4-minute videos with loading screens in between, which I found kind of interesting. And the frame rate wasn't very good. And I was like, what is the technology happening here? Like, I figured I would just be served a video.
Right.
And like that they would just have pre-rendered all the videos that, different choices would have made manifest, and then just pushed play on the one that chat voted on, right? But I guess it's actually a game that's actually, I don't know.
Definitely seemed like a video on mine, but maybe it's because I was doing the catch-up thing.
Well, right. I think that's actually a video. I think that they capture it and then just play a playlist later. But like, so there are these videos, whatever, and then a weird thing happened after we all thought the episodes were over, but there was a part in one of the episodes where it kind of like Carl got sucked into Silent Hill, Silent Hill Lookin, Christoph Gans Lookin style area, and then he got into an elevator, and then all of a sudden it cut, and he was back, but his wife was dead, and a bunch of stuff had happened, and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
But then after all the videos played, there was like a weird pause of a minute or two, and then all of a sudden I was like in another thing where I had to do like QuickTime events, and it was comparing my performance on the QuickTime events to the community's performance on the QuickTime events. But all the names in the community were like Cheryl and Dahlia and stuff. So I'm like, okay, are these even real? Because those are all Silent Hill names. And then we all failed it, and then that was that. And it was just like, I don't even know how that started or why that happened, and it felt like what was missing from the actual episode. Like, it felt like it should have happened while I was...
Right.
It's insane, and it's so broken. And then there's another segment where you can do, like, puzzles or whatever to gain the currency, which is influence points, which you can also buy with real money. And here's where the real shystery crap happens. When you vote on choices, you spend influence points. When you click on a vote, it gives you basically no feedback that you've clicked the thing, and it's 200 influence points to vote. There is a little feedback where it shows how many influence points you have committed to a vote, but it makes no noise, makes nothing. It's just the number shows up, and it's like it seems as though they intentionally tried to obscure that you're spending what could be real life money.
I didn't have that issue, but it is really... it's 100% pay to win because
it's insane.
Because you can also, you can click it once to like add your 200 points, but you can also like
spam it.
Well, you don't have to spam it. You can actually go onto a slider and like slide however many influence points you have. Yeah. You can put down on that choice.
And it's already broken either because people are just actually putting money and buying influence points, or they found some exploit already. But like the first vote on the first episode,
kill everyone.
No, one guy had voted 38,000 influence points, and I did the math, and that's like $32 on the first episode, first vote. And I'm like, okay, this whole thing is fucked.
Yeah, if you like vote the most, or I think if you spend the most influence points on a decision or outcome, you get like a little gold thing or something like that to incentivize you to spend the most. Who spent the most on that?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
Oh my God.
And you can use those influence points to buy lottery tickets to get your character in the cameo also.
Oh, weird.
As a starring role, you basically get like
I didn't see that.
Day player, featured extra, or extra, and you can like different it costs.
Are they
going to
use your name?
No, well, I don't know, but they'll show your character.
Like,
I figure it's just like you'll go on and get killed.
Because like, what if
how do you even know?
Well, and your characters don't look cool,
Because
so it doesn't matter.
16 playable.
Yeah,
right.
They're talking about this is canon for Silent Hill Forever. Like, what if Cotton Eye Joe joins or something like that? Is Cotton Eye Joe going to be part of Silent Hill canon forever?
I mean, I get like also that cell is so funny to me because like being part of Silent Hill canon is
just
so
such a
Silent Hill
buzzword.
canon doesn't exist. Like
it's a mess.
So
Canon
muddled.
is to get you to pay money.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so muddled.
But here's the thing about the choices too that was really weird to me, Isla, because like the choices don't even like read like you're making a choice.
Right.
They
you don't
read
know
like
what they...
you're predicting what they're going to do. Like, what will Astrid do with the syringe?
Right.
How will Rachel explain Joy's death? How will Toby respond to Joy's death? What will Rachel tell her daughter? And it's like,
but then,
and like some of them are like basically answered by the episode. Like, yeah, that she said what she's going to tell her daughter. Like, I don't understand.
Well, and like
the
options don't even indicate necessarily what. Like sometimes they're pretty clear. Like, what should Rachel tell Joy to do? And it's like, run was one of them. But then it was just like, finish the oath, or like the whatever ritual is another one, and it's like, okay, well, what'll that do?
That one had to have been real time, right? I don't see how that. No.
I think it. I that one had been because that was the tutorial episode, so that had been up for a day already.
Oh, that's what. Because I was like, this is the first episode.
Yeah,
How is there a choice here?
But I didn't get to see that what happened to Joy because my thing freaked out, so I still don't. Whatever. But I could still vote on it. It's crazy. It's so broken. It's so broken.
And then the puzzles. Did you do the puzzles?
Oh, yeah.
So
I did all the puzzles, and then later, once my Founders Pass got revoked, I couldn't do 3 of the puzzles anymore because it was
Right.
like, that's for Founders Pack
Yeah,
only.
so there's a series of puzzles that you can do, Huber, but but when you do the puzzles, you can only do like 2 of, even in the ones that they give you access to free, you can only do like 2 puzzles, and they're like, buy the Founders Pack to do more puzzles.
Yeah.
But they're not even good.
They're not good puzzles.
The one Codebreaker, it's just Wordles with a bunch of symbols.
Which,
You just
watch my
figure out
stream.
what the Wordle is.
Watch my stream. I aced the second one.
Nice.
First guess was correct, and it's 5 nonsense runes.
The second thing that you get for free is insulting. They have it's called mindfulness, and then they have a guitar, and they have Akira Yamaoka's songs playing. But then they have like this spread of guitar strings, and they put a bunch of icons on them, and you're supposed to just click the icons before they switch to the next set of icons. There's no rhythm to it.
It's like playing
There's
music.
no order to it. There's nothing. It's just like click them as fast as you can and make random noises over top of the song.
It's like a toddler's app or something for your
It
phone.
is. It really is. It's like for goth toddlers, and like the other mindfulness one is just like a picture like sliding puzzle.
Oh my God.
But it's just
And these
Insane. We
get
waited
you more
10
influence
years for
points
Silent Hill
yeah.
to
doing it.
PT had to die so that Silent Hill Ascension could try to steal your money.
This is the newest Silent Hill thing in a long time, right?
yeah, since PT.
Good lord.
PT and Downpour.
If you count
for
PT.
This is the
Yeah.
comeback of Silent Hill.
Yeah,
That
if you
is
count PT.
depressing. I am so glad I'm not like a super fan of Silent Hill. I'd be
Yeah.
upset.
Listen, we super fans of Silent Hill are a haggard bunch, and we're used to being mistreated. So like,
You sad saps.
we know we haven't had a great game since 4, you know. So it's like our expectations are low, and this sunk even lower than
Stockholm
those.
syndrome, dude.
Oh yeah,
Not even like Silent Hill, just the video game industry. It makes me sick.
yeah.
It makes me sick
Well, and-
as a product. It has nothing to do with like, oh, Silent Hill deserves better. It's like video games deserve better. We should not put up with this trash.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
and
absolute trash.
This would approach. It's so bad, I don't think it would even approach tolerability. But like, it would be a different story if it was good, if it was well written, if it ran well, if it looked good,
Mm-hmm.
if the characters were interesting, if the monsters were interesting or cool. But it's not. The writing is awful. I was nervous about it from the word go because the trailers were just like, they literally say out loud, like, your guilt has been manifested to come and punish you. I'm like, bitch, you can't just fucking say the subtext out loud. Like, you gotta have some subtlety, man. Like, there's no reason to do this if that's how you think you do this. And it's just like, oh my God, I don't know. It's so bad.
And you know they're going to throw Pyramid Head out there in some way.
Of course.
Probably.
Yep.
Of course.
Probably.
Yep.
I mean, Downpour or Homecoming, whichever one already fucking screwed that up. But like,
We do have some skinless puppy dogs, though.
Great.
yeah.
Great work.
And like,
Good stuff, Konami.
the idea of having a player character that's in the cult, that's cool. Like, that could be neat.
There's some interesting dynamics going on there.
Yeah.
Especially if you've gotten to the day 2. Oh,
Yeah.
that's another thing, too, that was really kind of weird. So, like, day 1, like, the videos amounted to be, like, 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Day 2, like, there were videos that were, like, literally under 2 minutes. Like, altogether, it was, like, 6 to 7.
They said ahead of time that each week will amount to about an hour.
Okay.
Or maybe not even that. They said each week will amount to about an episode, and over the 6-month run, it'll be like a 26-episode season of TV.
Month?
Right.
This
dude.
is running for
I can't
6
do this
months.
every day
I'm
for
never
6
watching
months.
this.
No.
Never.
No. I have already decided I'm going to wait until it's over, find a YouTuber who will just sum it up to me in 20 minutes, and that's going to be my engagement with this fucking thing. Like, it's ridiculous. And if I have to be that YouTuber, damn it, I will be. But, yeah. I assume someone else
All
will
right,
do it.
Brad.
I assume they crunch the numbers on daily content of
Yeah.
it. I wonder if that by having it every day instead of every week, it's like more opportunities for people to spend money.
Yes.
If it's like even 3 minutes a day, it's like, all right, every day,
it's
a new day, you have new energy, new people in there to spend money.
Well, it's abundantly clear because maybe the browser experience is just horrible and the phone app experience is better.
Oh, no, I had to switch to browser because I couldn't input my name.
Oh, okay, great. I mean, I did put it on my phone, but I didn't bother using it, but because I had to stream it. But it's abundantly clear that they want it to be like a mobile app where you check in, do your match 3 game, get your dailies, watch your 2-minute video, and leave. That's what they want.
But you have to do it at 6 p.m. every day.
New content unlocks at 6 p.m. every day,
Yeah.
but they say you have 24 hours to do each vote.
But then there's the real-time stuff. I need to see it actually.
The real-time stuff is a different thing, yeah.
Yeah.
They said that there's the real-time stuff and then the thing, but the real-time stuff are not decisions that will impact Silent Hill canon.
Got it. Okay, Brad. Please,
Yeah.
save us. Please tell us that Persona 5 Tactica is a much better game.
Yes, Persona 5 Tactica is a much better game. In fact, it's a really good game that I'm enjoying quite a bit right now.
Phantom Thieves.
Yes,
Bring us back to the light.
I won't touch on the story at all.
Yeah.
It takes place during Persona 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to play they said roughly first 2 to 4 hours.
I
of
played,
this?
about 5 hours of the game.
Because Strikers is months after
Yeah,
Persona
this
5.
is
This is concurrent.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you played Persona 5, you'd be like, oh, I kind of understand where this is at. But yeah, you're in a new world kind of thing. You're not in the normal realm. Anyways, you're in this realm, so this game is a tactical game, which I do enjoy a lot. And what I do like about this game is they incorporate a lot of the elements from Persona 5 in this. You got the one more time stuff. You knock them down, you get another attack. You got the team up attacks going on with everybody.
yeah.
You're
All out
using
attack.
personas. They all have their normal persona, but you can also craft additional personas like you do, and you can equip them on different people. One cool thing also about the game is there's been a lot of verticality, which I've enjoyed, and there's advantages to having that. I haven't seen any of this stuff we're seeing in this footage yet, so that's very exciting
Yeah,
for me
this
to
is
see
a
in the
trailer they
future.
put out a couple days ago.
I haven't seen any of this stuff yet. I've only been in one
Ninja.
palace kind of thing like that, one zone sort of thing. But yeah, you got the whole crew there. You got Joker, you got Skull, you got Queen, everybody. You can pick through them. What's really cool is you pick 3 characters at the start of battle, but if one of them goes down, depending on the difficulty level you're playing at, I'm just playing at normal right now. There's 5.
Yo,
Which is
I always
I'm
play
playing
on
at,
hard. Persona,
this is
normal.
This is the
Yeah,
3rd
normal.
difficulty.
yeah.
But when you're going through that, if someone goes down, you could do a baton pass and pick someone else to come back in. So it's very friendly because you got your crew with you. But yeah, so pretty much how it works is it's it's not necessarily, it's kind of grid based, but not necessarily you're on the map. You can freely roam around, and as long as it's your character can go that far, you can
So
run around
Mario
easily.
plus Rabbids then?
Yes, it's very Mario plus Rabbids, but
Okay.
unlike Mario plus Rabbids, you're not exploring stuff. You're not out there walking around. You just go
Right.
from battle to cutscenes, where they're talking like Persona 5. But you have a hub base, which is LeBlanc Cafe.
Nice.
Everyone
fun.
loves that, so you can go there. But yeah, when you're on the battlefield, you're going around.
Wait, you're in the normal?
No, it's not.
You're always in the Phantom realm.
Yes.
Okay.
So far, that's all I've really been in.
Okay.
But it's modeled after it, and it's called
Got
that.
it. Okay.
So when you're on the field, you got your melee weapons and you got your guns.
Yeah.
And there's cover and stuff you want to hide behind, because if you're behind cover, if there's 2 types of cover. There's waist high cover, you can take reduced damage, but if you're behind full cover, you won't take any damage. So you want to be very mindful of that. And there's spaces that can heal you if you stand on them, so you want to be thinking about all that. But what's cool is, so you have your gun and your melee weapon. Your gun is really good if they're far away, obviously you can't hit them, but if they're behind cover, they're just not going to take as much damage. But if you get close with a melee weapon, you can hit them and they'll fly kind of a certain amount of spaces, and then it'll leave them vulnerable to an attack, like the one more time attack. So you hit them with that, then you could get an extra attack where you can either shoot them or use your persona ability like that. And depending on your affinity with your persona, I believe that can trigger certain effects on other guys also like that. So there's been just me going through areas, clearing guys out. There's also been where I've had to get to a certain point and escort someone along with me,
Nice.
doing that kind of
Shake
stuff.
up
It's
the
really fun.
objectives.
Yeah, and the rounds or the battles I've done haven't been super long. They've been a very good length where I'm not exhausted doing this whole fight. It's been
Nice.
very
Oh, that's
nice,
good.
a very
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
pace. Going through there, which is really fun. And you go back to your hub. There's stuff. There's the fusing, obviously. You can buy new guns and stuff like that. You could do side quests to get a new a currency to spend on skills. Everyone has a skill tree.
Are you
and stuff
still
like
trying to like heal people's hearts? Is that the main objective?
I'm not gonna really say.
Okay.
I'm just not gonna say.
Okay.
There's
Interesting.
bad people there, so yeah.
Got it.
But some people know who you are, and stuff like that. But yeah, you're going through you got a skill tree. Everyone's got their own skill tree. Some have shared skills like go an extra space or like that, or recover some SP when you're taking cover. But they also have everyone has their own persona thing too, like that for your specific persona, like Captain Kidd for Ryuji or whatever. He specializes more lightning and stuff like that, all that stuff. And then there's like things you can get for waiting. If you don't attack a turn, your character can get like a buff if you just don't attack. So sometimes you may want to wait instead of attacking all the time like that. A lot of those strategies, but it's been like easing me in very nicely. I've been having a really good time with it. Like the combat story so far is just whatever.
How's the
It's fun.
music?
The music's really good. A lot of it's just remixes of stuff, but it's it's Persona 5 music, so it's fantastic.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
There's some cool like anime cutscenes kind of going on here and there. They look like very like chibi. Their style in this game is it's not like Persona 5. They don't look like that. They're much more chibi. But it's been delightful.
Hell yeah.
I'm having a really good time. I think if you're like burnt out on Persona 5, it might not do much for you. Like I know if you're like sick of the characters because there's been a lot of
Royal
spin-offs.
Striker.
Right.
Yeah, there's been a lot, but I didn't play
Tactica.
Strikers. I didn't finish Royal, and I didn't. So it's been really fun for me. I'm curious to see where the story goes. So far, it just seems fine. You know?
But so far you haven't seen anything really.
No, I haven't seen
between
anything like
missions. Yeah.
So there's like cutscenes with characters. Yeah, there's some story going on there, but it's not like crazy stuff yet. But they're slowly unraveling things, and I'm really liking it.
Could someone who hasn't played 5 at all get into it?
So you could play it.
I mean, I played like half of 5.
You'll play it. You just won't get like the context around the characters because they talk about some stuff from Persona 5 that I've noticed, but not a lot. But you could like play and have an understanding.
Is it a point in the story where you've started with like everybody from that party?
Yes, you pretty much have everyone. You don't start with everyone, but yeah, everyone in the story is like at that part.
Got it.
So it's pretty far in Persona 5 story, but it's not really ruining anything. One cool thing is some of the missions, I like some of the side missions, they really make you, sometimes they lock you into characters. And through this, they kind of taught me some mechanics I didn't really think about or some strategies, which I really appreciated. And you get rewarded for doing them, which is the currency to level up your character or the skill tree. So you're very incentivized to do these, which I do appreciate. Nice. And there's like parts at your base where you can just talk to people. There's like conversations and you get that currency also just for doing that too. So very cool. Really digging it so far. We'll see how the story goes, but I'm having a great time right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Is there anything that you saw where it like felt like really like satisfying for like combining attacks from different characters?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so Blood. It's not necessarily like you're using two personas at the same time that I've noticed like that. What's really cool with Blood is if you have your 3 characters, if you surround people, it does like that all-out attack. You can see like this fire thing on the floor, and depending on where everyone's standing, it'll do like a ton of damage to everyone in that. So sometimes you want to set up really sick things that do heavy damage on some people because sometimes some of the guys are pretty tough, but there's other objectives to help you. Like sometimes you don't have to kill everyone necessarily to win, but it's definitely been like clutch moments where I'm like, oh, sick, I set that up perfectly.
So you have to, it's like positional to do an all out?
It's where
That's
like
cool.
if you make like a triangle with all your characters.
That's really cool.
But like
Swarm them. Surround them.
as long as like the last person's moving, you could like
pincer attack.
adjust it also so you can like see it.
Oh, okay.
So if you're like, I want to make sure I get this guy, so I'm going to move my character slightly this way.
Nice.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's been really fun. They've done a really good job incorporating the persona elements. Like I said, like fusing personas to make new ones and equipping the people, like taking the skills and adding on new things. It's been really great so far.
Have you seen any kind of like bosses yet?
Kind of like mini bosses, not like bosses in the sense of like the end of Persona Palaces where you like fight the main thing yet. I haven't gotten to that part in the story though, to be fair.
Got it.
So maybe that'll happen.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been great. I've been really enjoying it.
Good
The
stuff.
trailer had that was looping here had a pre-order bonus, and it made me think. Remember when pre-order bonuses was like the worst thing?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. I definitely remember. I definitely remember.
Also,
Pretty soon somebody's going to I Hubert you. Pretty soon companies are going to be like, pre-order bonus, we won't fire 8% of our staff.
They threaten the
They
players.
threaten the players. If you care about this, if it would make you upset if we did this, pay us and we won't.
The next battle pass is like save 10% of employees.
Yeah, every level you get to,
Employee pass to
That's-
save someone's job.
that is bleak.
We're getting there, baby.
We
got Silent Hill, whatever this is called. That's pretty garbage.
also this week, Remember that Yoko Taro mobile game where Sega was the evil corporation that took over the world?
Yeah.
There were girls that embodied Outrun and Afterburner.
Yes.
Shout out to Outrun and Afterburner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yu Suzuki.
Well, that game was called
Shout out to
404
girls.
Game Reset, and it will be ending service on January 5th.
What a surprise.
Another
didn't
dead
even know it
Live
was
Service
out.
game.
I didn't either. It came out on April 25th, 2023.
Oh,
I believe
jeez.
it might have been Japan only, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just stream Outrun. Fucking
But
Outrun.
show this, speaking of mobile games, from Sega even, Sonic Dream Team is an all-new 3D Sonic game.
What?
Coming exclusively to Apple Arcade on December 5th.
That looks pretty good.
You
First
play-
impression.
I
Yeah, you
have
play
an
a
Apple
Sonic.
Arcade.
Whoa now.
Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream, and Rouge.
Who the hell's Cream?
Yeah, who's Cream?
I don't like that name.
Cream
Yeah,
is
no.
the little
it's
bunny.
the
Yeah, yeah.
bunny. Okay.
Yo, that looks pretty decent.
12 levels,
Apple Arcade
4
sucks.
whole boss fights.
four boss fights?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very short game.
As a mobile game should be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not just you play it on more than just your phone
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I've played games on my Apple TV and they were not great.
Yeah.
Got it.
But
I'm still waiting for Fantasian.
Right?
Where's that Steam version that
We'd
got
love
leaked?
it. We'd
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
Please.
But before that, we got another mobile game for you, Brad.
Oh, I haven't actually seen this trailer yet.
Kingdom Hearts Missing Link coming to
I'm in.
iOS
Android.
All in.
and Android in 2024.
Hell yeah.
It does use some kind of GPS stuff
Yeah.
going on,
Oh.
In.
but there's also
action
RPG.
there's also regular action RPG mechanics
Sign
going on
me
in here.
up.
Kingdom
How much
Hearts
for the
Go.
battle pat? No, I'm just
Kingdom Hearts Go.
Can I play this? Like, can I just have a one-time fee?
We don't know.
Probably
not.
I don't know if we know.
Probably
yet.
not. It's a mobile game.
God.
There are definitely a bunch of Disney things in there, of course, including Pooh and Simba and Ariel and Aladdin and Baymax and
Travel the world without stepping
Brand new
outside.
characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, blood.
Blank era severed from history.
So that means that none of this matters to the
No,
story.
all
will.
of this matters.
It all-
all of this will matter.
Unfortunately, it all matters.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, this looks way more interesting than the last mobile game.
For sure.
You're, like,
you're
actually
actually
moving
walking
around.
around in 3D.
Yeah, I know you can make your own character, which is cool. You do that in the whole game, but their outfits look cool though. At least look like Bloodborne almost. Blood. I'll try this game, and I'm sure I won't play it very long. I'll watch a YouTube video down the line before it ends, or when it ends.
Hopefully they, give it the recoded treatment.
Yeah, I'll watch
and
the
just
recap video.
missing link.
Coming
Enjoy
2024. I'm really just looking forward to getting this out, Blood, so we can move on to Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good way to look
But
at it.
cool, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Not mobile games.
Oh.
Liza P.
Yeah.
Is getting some big patches,
Sweet.
further rebalancing combat.
Good.
Major DLC is in the works, and they're already talking about a sequel.
Great. That's what I love to hear. They're patching it, probably making it better than when I played it.
Apparently, the flaming shovel guy is getting nerfed.
Really? Okay.
They're improving the dodge.
Yeah, they've nerfed like every
Yeah,
boss in this game
yeah.
since I played this game.
They have been, yeah. For sure. I just keep seeing that.
They're gonna make sure you can wear both hats and glasses at the same time.
Oh yeah, you should be able. Yeah,
Just like
you
real
should have
life.
done that. Yeah, you should have done that. Yeah, dude, Liza P is a wild video game. I really like it. I need to explain the ending to some of you sometime who don't
I need
care
to get to the ending.
because the sequel is gonna be hilarious to me. But I'm hyped for it at the same time. DLC's great, dude. I'm super excited. They showed like a couple pictures of it too, like him walking on like a boat or something like that. Hell yeah.
Do become a real boy.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you on this podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
All right.
I just was thinking about Pinocchio.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Oh.
is getting the final wave of the Booster Course Pass
About
on
time,
November
dude.
9th.
Hang it up, dude.
Fucking GTA Online over
November
here.
9th?
Yeah, next week.
That's very soon.
Yeah, they always
Yeah.
bring these out quick when they show
So
it.
the courses are Rome Avanti from Tour, DK Mountain
Yes.
Finance
Hell yeah.
from Double Dash,
Hell yeah.
Dude, the Wii Rainbow Road.
We Rainbow
Yeah.
Road,
Yes.
dude.
Daisy Circuit from Wii, Piranha Plant Cove, which I believe is a new one,
Oh.
Rosalina's Ice World from 3DS, Mario
Oh,
Kart
I never
7,
played that.
Bowser's Castle 3 from the Super NES, and then the Wii Rainbow Road, which they spent a lot of time.
Dude, how many Rainbow Roads are in this game?
Wii Rainbow Road is sick.
I gotta see.
Yeah,
I haven't done a
how
full
many
Rainbow
are there?
Road count.
Top 10
Gotta be
Rainbow
at least
Roads.
like
There's like a
six?
Rainbow Road in every Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
there's at least. Characters though, 4 new characters.
Oh, 4.
Diddy
Whoa.
Kong, Funky Kong,
Diddy Kong wasn't in?
Pauline, and Peachette.
Pauline, dude.
Dude, 2 Kongs though? That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Diddy Kong was in this game already.
Diddy Kong Racing.
There are going to be 16 new Mii racing suits, and they're adding a music player.
Oh,
So you
dude,
can go
Mario
and
Kart has
listen to the
great
tracks.
music.
Yeah.
Pauline, dude.
Yeah, Mario
that's
Kart 8
cool.
music
Mario Kart
is
is amazing.
really, really
yeah,
good.
fantastic music.
What the hell's the deal with Peachette? That was the thing that spawned
It's-
Bowsette.
Right.
Yeah.
I forget what the
I don't
Peachette
know,
thing was
dude.
about.
Because you put on a hat and become a girl or something. Like, what?
I'm confused.
I don't remember what. But
Dude,
Peach is already.
I don't
That
think
game
that's
has so many tracks in it.
I don't remember Peachette. What's the deal?
Pauline weight class heavy.
Yeah.
Rude.
Funky Kong.
She's just tall.
Yeah. Well, she's like racing
She's
against
a
like
beautiful
little
woman.
toad people,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
love Pauline.
I really, really, really like that they do really like SNES maps, but like, you know.
Yeah, 3D.
3D
Yeah, yeah.
Switch
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah, yeah.
And I really like that they do brand new maps. That is so cool.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
been
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been really fun.
Yep.
Mario Kart.
But cool.
Love
Let's
it.
go to the future, you know?
Yeah. Well, the
move on.
future. We won't show this because I don't want to cease and desist and have to deal with that madness. Bloodborne Kart
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh.
is out January 31st.
Hell yeah.
It's going to have 12 racers. It's going to have 16 maps, full single-player campaign mode, boss fights,
Wow. That's funny.
local split-screen multiplayer, and a versus battle mode.
She
That's
did it.
awesome.
She's doing it,
It's the
man.
same person that made.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Love
that's
it.
like an insane amount of work to do. But
Oh, it's
hey,
amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you're
And,
not
like-
familiar with this, it's all in like PS1 style.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
craziness.
And it's born of a meme. Not born of a dream, but born of a meme. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Shoot guns. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, roll this footage, Don. Exo Primal.
They put Wesker
January
in this yet?
18th is getting
yet.
Monster Hunter
Oh.
crossover.
Blood, I love Monster Hunter so much, but I don't know if I'm going to come back.
No.
Text Survival.
No, heavens no.
New jungle map, which they start off this trailer with. There is a Rathalos boss
course.
battle
Yeah, of
with
course.
10-player co-op.
That's
10
pretty sick.
player. That's funny.
And then they got 4 different skins. There's a Rathalos armor skin for Murasame. There's a Kirin armor skin for Skywave. A Nier Gigante armor skin for Barrage.
Oh.
And a Rajang monster
Oh,
skin for
Rajang.
Roadblock.
Sick.
So,
This
yeah.
just, I'm just like, where's the new Monster Hunter, dude? That's just what
Well,
I'm thinking.
I think this is like leading up to that.
Yeah, it's
probably.
coming.
I hope so.
Signs of life, dude.
Yeah.
I like that the city that
Proof of
this
life.
game takes place in just has a Monster Hunter zone in it.
Right.
Yeah, they don't care
Well,
about
but
that.
no, you go. Remember, like the whole thing is time
like
travel.
in,
so maybe
yeah,
you
you're in,
time
like, the
travel back to
Maybe,
the jungle.
maybe. I mean, you could see the city in the background.
Oh, you could see the city. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and there was like a traffic.
Or
cone.
maybe they moved,
I mean,
a
that's
part of the path
potentially
forward?
true. Yeah, maybe.
or from somewhere else.
Swordfish will explain it to us.
Oh yeah, I wonder if Swordfish have been keeping up
Platinum.
with the Street Fighter stuff. But
Yeah, I mean, cool for people that are playing. That's sick.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This whole thing is crazy.
Did they put Ryu in yet? I know they
Yeah,
were
that
gonna, okay.
happened. That was
Yeah.
So
that was this past
Resident
month.
Evil's next.
Well,
then.
it's a-
Gotta have Wesker.
Robot exosuit that looked like
Ryu.
Right. Yeah.
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 Rathalos, dude.
I fought in Rathalos in so many not
Oh
Monster
yeah!
Hunter
Oh my
games.
god!
Going back to
Potentially
Peace
more
Walker.
non-Monster Hunter
yeah.
games than Monster Hunter. games.
Peace Walker.
Also, Atari bought Digital Eclipse. Currently, no plans to change their operations. They're going to continue to work
Currently.
on projects
Currently.
from a variety of publishers, including cool stuff like the making of Karateka that they just did, and the remake of Wizardry that's currently in early access.
And they did the Atari 50.
Yeah, they did Atari
Yeah.
50. They did Cowabunga Collection.
How do you feel about this,
Right.
Blood? I know you like them a lot.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Sure.
But hopefully they actually will get to
Yeah,
do their own
Atari's-
thing and choose their own projects and then just get bigger budget for it.
Atari feels like almost like an indie publisher now.
Atari's just really weird
Yeah.
because it's like it's just a brand that got sold.
Right.
along the way to various people.
And it was like, didn't it like almost go out of business for a hot second?
I know they have gone out of
Yeah,
business
like
multiple times.
Yeah. That's what I was surprised.
It's just some like another company bought the Atari brand
Right.
and brought it back, kind of thing.
right.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised Atari was in the position to buy anybody.
I was shocked by that too, Isla. But I'm wondering what happened to that Atari chain of hotels they were planning. You remember
Oh,
that a
right.
couple years ago?
COVID.
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
COVID happened.
So it's on ice.
COVID happened.
Damn.
If the Star Wars hotel couldn't weather COVID, Atari hotel can't weather COVID.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're in Chicago now or something like that. I know, like, I think MinMax and somebody else has had, like, the dude, like, the CEO of Atari on recently.
Whoa, cool.
So look
He's-
out for those interviews. I know they're
He's a go-getter
making
when
the
it comes
rounds.
to getting guests.
And Insomniac has confirmed Wolverine will be in the
Yeah.
same universe as
Saw
the
that.
Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Love
feel like
that.
Thank goodness.
you have to because you have Avengers Tower in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to hear that confirmation.
Yeah, it's
for
still
sure.
nice.
Yeah.
Which means that because that Hulk license plate that was in the original reveal trailer of Wolverine, like, is that coming down the line later?
Oh, sure.
Hope so. Can you imagine Hulk in Spider-Man's rendition of New York and
Dude.
just like
Bananas.
Hulk Ultimate Destruction and just
Yeah.
being able to like level buildings or like, you know.
And then the crowd actually reacts like New Yorkers would, and they're
Yeah.
like traumatized.
yeah.
Dude, I bet they have like 20 years of this planned.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Except they're smart and they're not telling us all about it
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
MCU would.
yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Ah. It's time for love and respect.
Oh,
False start.
love and respect.
From Edens. Hi, allies. Playing through Baldur's Gate 3
Hell
in the
yeah.
local co-op
Sick.
got me
Nice.
thinking. Have we lost something on the way to today's AAA video games? Obviously, local co-op is a novelty these days, but beyond that, I realized that most AAA games are missing the let the player play part, meaning something as mundane as stacking crates in Baldur's Gate 3 to create a high ground for my characters to get better ranged attacks, and also service protection for the other characters. There are other examples, like throwing stupid stuff at enemies that decided the battle. The last time I felt like that was playing Half-Life 2 or Portal 2 with their game mechanics that just let you play around with them. Overall, I would favor such mechanics and more physics in games instead of ray tracing. What do you think? Is, quote, Game Pass a great value for players, the best thing for us? Or should we strive for interesting gameplay mechanics?
I think there's no problem with having both. Kind of like we
Yeah.
have both. Like Zelda, when I think about like
Zelda
crazy,
came to mind,
insane
yeah.
amount of stuff you can do. It's like that. I think it's fine with having both types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I-
need one or the
It definitely
other.
lends itself to
Yeah.
like Baldur's Gate, so it
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, you know,
Yeah,
that
it doesn't
level of
have
freedom.
to make sense for every game.
yeah.
I think games though that are like built on systems and have a set of rules and then allow you to play within those rules however you want, like Baldur's Gate or Zelda, like, yeah, those are always a hoot.
Yeah. Yeah, Zelda is the main thing that came to my mind there too. It's all about that. It's all about figuring out your own solutions and trying out different things. And it's like, yeah, you can run around and just swipe at things with your sword, but if you take a second to start thinking about like, okay, what if I make this dumb thing, you know, and like that just it totally changes any encounter.
Yeah. And like making a game like that takes a lot of work to
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
work properly.
And testing.
And
like
testing, like
QA
insane
and
amount.
that,
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate was in early access for like so many years.
2-3
Right.
years.
Yeah.
Right.
Talos
and-
Principle 2 lets you do all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
puzzle games sometimes can work really good at
Yeah.
like that stuff.
yeah.
I mean, if you like
Viewfinder
Portal-
is another one that I
Yeah.
thought of. It's like it's
Yeah.
more limited in terms of the things that you
Yeah.
can do, but you can totally like mess around with those mechanics and do stuff.
Yeah, if you like Portal,
Yeah.
Talos Principles 1 and 2 are very along those lines where you can like, these are the rule sets, but you can bend and break those rule sets sometimes. Yeah. But yes, that's always good in
Yeah.
games.
From Noli Cakes. Hi, allies. I've always been amazed at how good certain foods look in games. From the burger in RE2 Remake
Yeah.
to anything Ignis cooks in Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Something in these pixels has my tongue watering. I especially love the sounds when certain cuisines are being made, like in Resident Evil Village with the Duke. Is there a food from any game that stands out as a seemingly particularly tasty Plus, what do you think it is?
Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god, yeah,
yeah.
the cat's cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God.
Makes my mouth water.
I always think of Yakuza, like
Yakuza
wild
food.
turkey burger or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
I don't want to eat there, dude.
Yep.
Less
Always.
realistic, but the cooking in Breath of the Wild was always kind of like some of those dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Some are ridiculous, but like
skewer-
some of
meat
them,
skewer,
yeah,
yeah.
like the meat skewer with the veggies on it. I'm like, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Take a note, Cyberpunk.
One that was really, really great for me was Chia.
Oh, sure.
Because it's not just that the food looks good, but it's like all of these recipes, like specifically from New Caledonia, that like I don't really know this food, but this looks cool. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd like to try that sometime. Like you're making me want to try this food right now.
Yeah,
It's awesome. What was that game you played? Venba?
Oh, Venba is all
Yeah.
about cooking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The-
flip side of this, really, really gross food. Resident Evil 7, like that nasty decaying food
Oh,
on the
right.
table, like very convincing.
Yeah.
I always like Abby munching on that burrito in Last of Us Part 2.
Sure.
That
Just like her
kitchen,
VO and
the
everything
kitchen
while doing
sequence
it.
was
Yeah.
really nice. Like the like cafeteria, whatever.
Yeah.
I liked that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's play a game. From Cody Spencer. Hello, allies.
Shout out to the coffee and Red Dead 2.
I hope everyone had a happy Halloween.
that is a good one.
I'm back with Choose a Door.
Woo!
In this game, you will be presented with a game behind door number 1, and you have to either take that game or blindly take what's behind door number 2.
Door your babies.
Essentially. So like before, each game is either unannounced or very far off. The chosen game will be shadow dropped today
Ah!
among the cataclysmic wave of content, and the unchosen game will be lost forever.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we got 10 of them. Door number 1, Last of Us Factions.
Drop.
Right now.
Yeah, I'll see it. I'm
me right
so
now.
curious
Give me
about
right
this
now.
game.
Give
I'll
me
take
right
it.
now.
I want what's behind the door, but I'm outvoted.
Outvoted.
Gabby would also agree.
Last of Us Factions.
Lives.
And we lost Resident Evil 5 Remake.
It doesn't need
That's
a
all
remake.
right.
Doesn't need a remake.
That's okay.
It's seriously,
It's fine right now.
it's fine.
Do you want Redfall 2?
No, no.
No.
This is a trick. There's something even worse behind
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Balin's Wonderland 2.
I'd probably rather play that.
Yeah, probably
You
still
just
better.
shadow dropped Dishonored 3, Huber.
Oh, good. All right. That's good.
That's a
good.
victory.
That's good.
My
That's a huge victory.
good.
Wow,
Yeah,
huge
that's good.
victory.
Yeah, a win for society.
Yeah.
Door number 1 has Diddy Kong Racing 2.
Ooh.
What's gonna be on the other side though? Another race. It's probably gonna like Crash
It seems
Team
like they're
Racing.
related.
I'm gonna take Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
taking Diddy Kong for my bro.
Diddy Kong Racing.
For my bro.
Yep. You would have gotten a new Ride to Hell game.
Oh, good.
thank
God.
Dodge the bullet. Dodge the
Stay in
bullet.
hell.
That would make a great episode of Trash Babies, though.
Door number 1 has Just Cause 5.
Skip.
Yeah, I don't need it. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jones.
Sorry, Jones.
Sorry, bud.
Got
All right.
4 already.
Well, you just got yourself Crackdown 4.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
We screwed up.
Yeah, we screwed up.
Crackdown could be a redemption tour.
Yeah.
No.
You know?
Maybe Crackdown 4
3
will
was
actually
supposed
be
to
the
be that.
singularity. Yeah.
Door number 1's got a new 2D Donkey Kong game.
Ooh.
Shit. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's
Take those
yeah,
Kongs.
Yeah, we need that.
Can't pass that up.
We need that.
Well, you just got rid of a Banjo-Kazooie reboot.
Fine with
You
that.
had your time, Banjo.
Fine with that. Let it die.
You messed up already.
Let it die.
Nuts and bolts.
Door number 1's got Pokemon Stadium 3.
Oh, see ya.
I don't need
Nah,
it.
Yeah,
don't care.
don't care.
Don't need it.
Well, you just greenlit Overwatch 3.
Yeah!
My God.
Yeah, think of the monetization.
More microtransactions.
More!
Door number 1's got Final Fantasy 17.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we need that.
Hell yes, I need that.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfair because that game is inevitable, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
But you just gave up Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Sorry, Ghost. Sorry. That's right. They'll just make a Final 17 like in a feudal Japan-esque setting.
Feudal Japan. Techno feudal Japan.
50 Final Fantasies. We need that Ghost.
No, we need 17. We need 17.
Door number 1, Wave Race 99.
Ooh.
Dawn?
Dawn, I think we have to for Dawn.
We have to for
Dawn?
Dawn.
Lock that door.
We're taking it?
Yeah, of
Yeah, we're
course.
taking this.
Yeah,
We're taking this. Yeah.
Nailing that door shut.
Yeah. Yeah, you just took that over WarioWare 99.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see a Wario.
That's
Good
fine.
choice.
That's-
Oh,
Good
like
choice.
the F-Zero99.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like
You think it, like,
retro
number-
PS1 style,
Yeah.
like 1999.
Uh,
But yeah, that's fun too.
door number 1 has got a new Splinter Cell.
Which is also coming. Or a remake.
Kill it.
I'm really nervous about what's behind door number 2, but we need Splinter
It's gonna
Cell.
be
need
Siphon
Splinter Cell.
Filter.
Yeah, no, I mean, let's do Splinter Cell.
We need Splinter Cell.
Kill Splinter Cell. Kill it.
Dawn? What do you say?
Yeah, Splinter Cell, we're tired. We're not waiting anymore.
Yeah, we're tired of waiting.
Yeah.
We're tired of waiting.
I agree.
So you want a Splinter Cell?
We want
Yes,
Splinter
we want
Cell.
Splinter
Want
Cell.
Splinter Cell. Don, you just gave up on a Turok reboot.
Dang it!
You morons! For fucking shitty Splinter Cell.
No. It wouldn't be good.
It's gonna. Yeah, that's.
It
true.
wouldn't
It's
be
gonna
good.
We already had a
great Splinter Cell.
Think about how many Turok sequels we've had and they've not been
Yeah.
good.
Well, not that many. And the
remake
reboot
wasn't
is a
great,
swimming
was
in
it?
7.
Yeah, that's not good enough, dude.
But a new reboot would be even better.
What if
than
it's
that.
even worse? Battle Pass.
Every time that the Turok reboot gets brought up, worst shotgun in gaming, but one of the best knives in gaming.
Door number 1, last one. Super Mario Odyssey 2.
How are we
What the
gonna
hell's
give
gonna
that?
be
up?
behind that
How are
door?
we gonna give that unless it's like another Mario or Zelda?
Yeah.
Let's do Mario,
Keep,
dude.
keep that. Yeah,
I-
keep,
We need that.
keep that.
Mario, man.
Quiet, Dawn.
All right.
Keeping it?
Yeah.
Huber, you just gave up on GTA 6.
I told you. Listen to the quiet voice in the booth.
Yes!
Oh, GTA is dead.
Dawn, you killed GTA,
I
dude.
think the audience
tried to
understands,
save it, I tried to
maybe.
say- Oh, Huber has left the building.
Huber has-
He's
Yeah.
down the hallway.
Huber has
we have to
gone
fill time until
home.
Huber
For
gets
listeners
back.
at home, Huber had the Nostradamus prediction
tried.
that it would show up and it didn't. This guy checks, I'm not kidding, GTA 6 rumors every day.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day I wake up, the first thing I do is type GTA 6 into my phone.
We talked about it on the way here. We have confirmed that it is an illness for Huber.
Yeah. It's in the DSA or DSL or whatever.
Escape it.
Whatever that book of mental illness is in. Huber's obsession with 6 is in that. DSM.
Hey,
that's
Mario
what-
Odyssey 2.
We got
though.
Mario Odyssey. We got Mario
Yeah,
Odyssey.
dude.
It's
We got
Odyssey
Mario
2.
Odyssey.
Hope it lives up.
And I heard it's a Mario Odyssey 2
You
will
did
be
have
a
a gangster
crime-filled
outfit in
rant
the last
across
game.
lower Florida.
You rob a bank in New Donk City.
Yeah.
Sick.
You and your girlfriend get shot to death in a,
Or
in
you
a
shoot
Model
like
T
one of those
or
Island Delfino idiots.
Studebaker.
Hey, become a patron of Easy Allies. You get 2 more of these love and respect questions. Now it's time for bets. This week's bet. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 comes out next week.
Nickelodeon.
I'm going to go through the top 10 English reviews on OpenCritic.
English Huber.
How many times will I see the word Stimpy? Brad.
4.
4. Huber.
8?
Okay.
And
I like that. I like that. That's good.
Isla.
12.
12.
That's a lot of Stimpies, dude.
That's a lot. That's
a lot of stinkies.
Yeah, that's
One per, and someone's going to say it 4 times.
Don.
2.
2.
Shit.
Getting that low.
That's pretty good.
I'm right in that middle of that fray with a 5.
We got a good spread.
Damiani needs to come back. We need Robo Damiani.
Good ducks. I need to build Robo Damiani, and then you'll still lose.
I swear. Are you guys like slacking? You know?
No.
Like,
You're the ones that were trying to collude before this.
collusion. There was no collusion.
They were discussing it.
We were
I was
our
just-
strategy out loud
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah, there was no collusion. I just said blood always manages to get the high.
Which did make me go higher.
Dude,
I was like,
backfired.
oh, you want the high, huh? You want the high, do you?
Damn it.
I'm going 12.
Last week's bet, Ebenezer and the Invisible World is out tomorrow.
Just in time.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, this is a
Starbucks Christmas
Metroidvania
cups.
based on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Throughout the game, you make alliances with different ghosts to gain new powers. Buster Bailey is a street urchin that gives you a down kick, similar to Link's down thrust in Zelda 2. So, last week I asked how many times we would see Buster Bailey appear on the official Play on World's Twitter account before this week's podcast. I did call an audible on this. I did not count retweets, because usually when we do the Twitter things, it's not.
Oh, okay.
One of the reasons is like one of the first things retweeted was like some streamer playing for like 3 hours of the game. I'm like, I'm not doing that. We're not going there.
The high gets it.
It's gonna be.
Do you think if I were a street urchin, I don't think I would love being called a street urchin.
Sure,
You know?
sure.
They don't got a choice.
Seems offensive.
Anyways,
To disenfranchise
rat.
you.
The previous
yeah,
week-
street rat.
the previous week we had seen Buster Bailey 13 times. And Brad bet 15 Buster Baileys.
More busters.
Huber bet 2.
Ooh.
Damiani bet 1.
Low.
Isla bet 12. Gabby bet 13 in Don's place. And I bet 21 Buster Baileys.
My God.
With no retweets counted, we got 5.
Oh,
Huber gets the win,
That's us, baby.
Yes.
bringing the scores to Garrulous Ducks 29. Sleepy Grizzlies 22
We're getting there.
asterisk.
with a streak bonus. Yes.
Sorry, we won last year.
Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. Patreon is the most effective way to support us. You can also support us with direct donations with that link below the video player, or you can sub on Twitch if you're watching this live stream on Thursday nights. But again, Patreon, becoming a monthly contributor is the best way to support us. And you get all kinds of fun rewards with that. As we said, you can get into that Discord and you can vote on those top 10s. Next week, we're going to be starting on that next top 10. You also get this podcast 2 days early. You get it ad-free. You get to submit to Love and Respect. You get Fast and Loose. You get reaction shots, all kinds of fun stuff. At $10, you get to submit to Community Showcase. You get to vote on Stream Team. And then $25 and up are our producers. And our Platinum producers get a shout-out on this podcast every week, as well as shout-outs on Frame Trap and Reaction Shots. And this month's shout-outs go to Javawabs, Elthanis, Greg, the Dark Knight Kettering, and Miguel. Shout out.
Did Don do it?
Did Don do it?
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Huber,
Yo.
you get to promote any Easy Allies video you'd like to promote. You get the final word on anything you've disagreed with, want to reiterate, or just pop it in your head. And you get to sign off with your trademark sign off.
Take better care of your employees, video game companies, please. Please, please, please. This is the best year for games ever, and it's being overshadowed by just how many lives have been affected by layoffs. So please take better care. Video I want to promote. Talos Principle 2 interview. Isla is so passionate about Talos Principle, and it's just awesome to see that passion. You know, she gets to talk to the devs, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So check that out. Talos
The
Principle
lead
2.
writer, like one of the head guys at the company, and then another writer
the
as well.
head, like
Yeah.
creative guy and the director of Talos Principles 1 and 2, and writer of 1 and 2, and a junior writer that worked on both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a really funny little tidbit about that is like all of them were like, we don't care about our titles.
Yeah, they were all weirdly humble about their titles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the shareholders.
All right, that's excellent.
That's a great sign.
Okay.
Very good. Your new sign off.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie you to the bed.